Sue's comment caught me off guard. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Doodle Stream, where every Friday across Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, we spend 3 hours together while I attempt to doodle out your ideas and suggestions from the chat. I pick the theme, and you pitch the ideas. Before we dive into all the cat craziness for today, I'd like to remind you guys where you can find me outside of our time here together. Boom, right there. You can find my website, KevinAHinkle.com. You can find me on social media at MrHinkleDraws, just in case you stumbled across here and you have no idea where you are and what's going on, although that doesn't really happen very often. But thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. If it's within your means, please consider supporting my work over on Patreon. Patreon helps content creators like me, like many others, by allowing their fans a financial support structure to support what we do. So it is a monthly subscription-ish platform where you can pledge a certain amount, as low as $1, one entire dollar a month, and you get access to a ton of extra content, such as blog posts, sneak peeks at stuff I have coming out, ways to directly impact the work I'm doing. And I have a lot of stuff coming very, very soon because we're approaching October and we're approaching November, and those are some of the biggest opportunities I run a year that directly involve my patrons. So that is Inktober/Hinktober. That is the anniversary doodle stream. So there's some huge opportunities coming up right around the corner that are 100% patron involved. So please check it out. Patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws for more information about that. One of the other perks you get for being a patron is you do get a shout out during all videos and live streams. So that's why you see all these awesome names right now before your very eyes. So thank you guys again for everything you do to allow me to do what I do. Before we actually start getting into it, I do have one announcement I did want to make. My website, my store website, which is just this, KevinAHinkle.com/shop, is 100% updated. It is 100% updated. It has every single item I have available for sale. So we have got the newest large prints, which I haven't even quote unquote officially unveiled, but they have snuck their way out through different things. Sneak peeks. I've updated my banner on a bunch of social media stuff. I did some teases on Patreon. But the new prints, these are 11 by 17. There's 4 of them. They're available right now. They're on the site. They are also part of the bundle deal if you wanted to get 2 for $20 or $15 each. So large prints available there. I've also got some new small prints. These are like half the size of a sheet of paper. So 8.5 by 5.5 inches. And these are based on some older artwork pieces I have that I was kind of proud of. So those are there. These are only $6 each. Those are also on the website. There's also, look at all this awesome filtering you can do. You can filter by categories and stuff. That's a lot of work has gone into this from me and my partner in crime, Matthew. So definitely check it out. Also, original artwork. Every piece of original artwork I have for sale is on the store now, and every single piece of original artwork is on sale. So that's all marked down. I really like to get through some of this stuff. It's starting to get a little aged. It's been hanging around a little too long. But old Inktober stuff, convention stuff, all that kind of stuff is still hanging out there. So check that out. And of course, stickers. Lots and lots of stickers. As you can see over here, 100. Look at, we're gonna get into the pixel zone. 101 stickers are on my site right now. That's basically like 87 new current designs, and then the rest are like older sale designs. So I do have the older style artwork on there for the stickers, and they're only $1. Only $1. Tons of stuff on there. Please, 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 please check it out. Please tell folks that are interested in getting artwork from me and supporting me about the site. Not gonna lie, ever since the Etsy shutdown, my online sales have gone poof. They have totally vanished. They have fallen off the face of the earth. So I have had 0 online sales since Etsy shut me down. Obviously not through Etsy, but through my own website. I've had no online sales. So it's been very, very disappointing. But I got lots of stuff. And yes, patrons still qualify for the discount 100%. There is a 15% discount, a 15% discount for patrons, and there is a code you can enter, and I have that. If you don't know it, just let me know. I can give it to you. But I try to put it up every now and then on posts and stuff. But there is a 15% off discount always for patrons that you can apply when you check out. So that was and again, here, just one more reminder, kevinhinkle.com/shop. That is where you can buy my prints and stickers and original pieces of artwork. All right. Done. Right? Look at that. Finished. So today is all about cats, and cats was suggested by Valerie. So thank you, Valerie Champagne, for being a longtime patron. I appreciate that. She's also really into cats. Actually, her gift illustration, because she did support at the tier that you get a gift illustration in the mail, was of Harry Potter as cats. So we're going to do cats in her honor today. Helping me out on stream with the chat is fellow professional cat herder, Brian Saviano.
Who is always ready to meow it out. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday.
I didn't even think of that connection, too. That's
man. You got to meow.
That's a good connection. Hello to everybody who's here. Nice to see all of you guys. Uncle Drew, Bubba Laveau. Bubba Laveau got his patron gift illustration in the mail very recently, so I'll share that online soon. We got Kirk Wilson, Vision. The Geek Effect. How dare I? Geek Effect is here. Lindsay's here. Fazoom is here. Hello. Eli is here. Brick Enforcer. And yes, Sue caught me off guard with her hilarious comment. Larry is here. Look at this person. I don't know. Shin O Burami.
No, Kevin, they're gone. They're gone.
There he left. But I can't say that's an Inye. That's Spanish. Just so you're aware. So we got Deanna, Ghost Freaking Talking, Nick's here. Julian's here. What's up, Julian? It's been a little while. Nice to see you. What's up, Jeff? And is that everybody? Milan? Hello, Milan. Okay, there you go. I think that's everybody. I think that's all the people. Sue says, Kevin, I'm disappointed. I could have been your crazy cat lady wing woman. Hey, if you ever want to pop in and help, co-host, watch the chat, just let me know.
I mean, if you want to do it right now, I can go to bed.
Right, and go back to sleep. Look how we can make the cat tiny. It's so sad. All right. So yes, this is actually Valerie's cat. This is so as I usually ask the person that suggested if they have something in mind they want me to work on as a warm-up, and this is her newest kitten that they her and her husband adopted fairly recently. So I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but there it is.
Hey Kevin.
Yeah.
Want to tell people about what we're doing tonight?
Yeah, today is a double dose. Today is a double dose of doodles. So this is round one. So this is kind of the normal thing. But then also we are going to be over on Brian's Twitch channel doing our second crossover special. Last one was a few months ago, but it's also extra special because it's raising money for charity.
Yes, raising money for Stand Up to Cancer tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. I have touted it amongst my streams and people that are close that this is the headline event. We've raised a grand total of, I think, $870 so far. Initially had the goal at $200, but everybody's been blowing it way out of the water. So we're looking to raise some money for Stand Up to Cancer tonight, where for every $5 donation that is made to the cause, Kevin will do a 1-minute doodle, speed doodle. So if you donate $50, that's a 10-minute, up to a 10-minute doodle. And those are in limited quantity because, Kevin does great work and supporting a great cause. We'll see how all of it goes, but it's going to be very exciting.
It will, and we'll make sure there's a reminder. We'll probably mention it a couple times today.
Yeah,
and then definitely at the end. Definitely at the end when we're wrapping up. So I'm going to start drawing. So we can start drawing and talking. I'm going to start with this Battle Cat suggestion from Family Bricks. Matt. Oh, I don't think I said hi to Matt. Hello, Matt. I'll start with that. And yeah, lots of really great suggestions here. What's up, Brick Snaps? We got Martin in. Hello, Martin. It's been a little while.
Cheers, Martin.
And Ark, my buddy Ark is here. What's up? Good to see you as always. Let me start drawing this. I'm going to start drawing this. I'm already getting distracted and stuff. So this is from HeMan. I definitely want to put like the armor and stuff on it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I couldn't get into He-Man ever.
I'm not really like against it, but I'm not really like into it.
Nah, it was lumped in with like Power Rangers, Transformers, Star Wars for those properties that were exclusively made to sell toys.
Yeah, totally. I get what you mean. The new animation though looks really awesome. Looks really nice.
Yeah, I don't have a Netflix account, so if anyone wants to let me mooch for me to watch Masters of the Universe, sure. But otherwise, I want to watch it because I like Kevin Smith's work, so I want to give it a shot. But I never watched it. I don't have any of the like toys, nothing. So I don't know if I'll like it.
He's like the ultimate person. He's like a John Favreau, right? He likes the stuff, so you want him in charge.
Yeah, right.
There's definitely a clear interest in the work. Let's see. Eli, watch all the people who are in Kevin's wait list show up and drop a but hey, that's fine with me. I've said this a million times and it's not a joke. Like people are like, oh, is there any way I can get stuff quicker from you on like the commissions list? And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do a stream where I just quickly doodle stuff out. And if you're looking for really quick stuff and it fits the theme, I'm not gonna stop you from
literally donate $50 to charity tonight and we can make it happen. So for tonight though, there's a limit on the $50 ones because I feel like I've had a couple people be like, yo, Brian, we're gonna blow that goal out of the water, and I'm like, oh, all right. So if I don't have a cap on it, then it might go a little bit crazy. So
that's 10-minute, right? 10-minute.
Yes, yeah. And so once that, I mean, we can talk about it a little bit after stream, but after that amount, you get up to a maximum 10-minute doodle, and if you finish before then, you finish before then.
Yeah.
But
there we go. There's Valerie. Valorie's here for the cats.
There it is.
What's up, Valerie? And hello, Bama, and somebody else. I missed somebody else. Who else showed up? Chaser the guy. Hello. And there was one other.
Hi, Megan.
I thought there was a name I missed. Oh, Ben. What's up, Ben? There you go.
Yeah, Susanna, if you want to tonight, it starts at 7, and it's up to you.
And it's a good time. I do enjoy. I enjoy crossing over into Brian's area of the internet. I like his audience. Not that I don't like my audience. Just saying, it's a good vibe.
Well, my audience, them being your family's a little bit younger, you kind of get that, I don't know, like, oh, you're drawing, whoa, like it's still fresh,
Yeah,
all these people in here are like, oh yeah, you do this.
Kevin does that all the time.
Right.
That's all he does is draw. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Valerie says, sorry I'm late. I've literally been taking care of 10 cats this week. Hashtag sort of a crazy cat lady. And look, here was the this is the warm up down there. There's your newest kitten. I was gonna say when we started the stream, I forgot the name. I know you told it to me, but I couldn't. Top of mind, I couldn't remember what the name was. But that's what I worked on. Brian has the mom fan base life goals. I need more. Give me more moms.
I still got to email Matthew. You gotta get moms.
So what's funny is I was talking to him the other day because he's trying to help me. I mean, he helps me all the time, but the current big goal we're working on is obviously my website has zero searchability with passive. It has no traffic. Nobody goes to my website. And so since that's like where I'm doing all my online sales now, that's a big problem. So we're working on it. And he was like telling me that this company he works for has an office in Boston. And he's like, oh, I'm going to let you know when it'd be cool to like drive down and hang out. And I was like, oh, when are you thinking of doing that? And he's like, September. I'm like, well, I'm going to be in Boston in September for Fan Expo Boston, if that works for you. And he's like, oh, that actually might work really well for me. So he was going to let me know if he was going to be in the area. So he might be there and it could be like a dinner situation with all three of us or something. We'll see.
Oh, we're doing so many business meetings, Kevin. Oh my goodness.
All the things. Let's see. Trying to order but saying my address isn't able to be shipped to. That's a first. I've never heard that one before. Okay. Noted. I'll have to look into that one. I've never heard that one before. That's a shame.
Maybe you didn't type in your address properly there, Nick. You want to check it again?
Do you know where you live?
Do you know where you live?
Yeah, if anybody has any issues, just tell me, because this is all like hand built custom stuff. It's not like, logging into a marketplace like Etsy. So it's a lot of work.
Susanna, yeah, so it's in Boston. We're leaving all the cool people involved and leaving all the nerds out of it. So we're actually leaving Kevin in Connecticut, and the rest of us are getting together for the Fan Expo Boston. So yeah, no, we can figure it out.
Are you going to sell my stuff for me? Because that'd be even better. Like, if I don't need to be there, and I could that'd be perfect.
Well,
and yes, as I was telling Brian, they did send out an email to all of us vendors that Fan Expo Boston is requiring everybody, regardless of vaccination status, to be wearing masks at the show. So, new update. And I feel like that's probably going to be coming down the pipe for all the shows, I think. Pretty sure that's where that's heading.
We shall see.
But ConnectiCon is still, which is the very next weekend, is still the only show so far that is requiring everybody to bring their vaccination cards also. So you'll have to wear a mask, but you also need to prove you've been vaccinated.
Gotcha.
I did not get a similar message from Fan Expo Boston as of yet. Let's see. Ben says 15 watching and 7 likes. Come on, people. Yeah, that'd be nice. Sue, okay, fine. Kevin, we can make our own cool club with blackjack and hookahs.
Hookahs.
I like how that's spelled. Yeah. What's up, Isabel? And yes, Isabel is going to be on the stream next week. She's going to be my guest artist for this month. That'd be fun. And you need to give me your theme, because I'm going to set that up probably tomorrow. So the time has arrived in which we should nail down what the theme is. What color green do I want? It's like, this green does seem to vary kind of wildly between these. We decided not to go to Colorado Springs Comic-Con next weekend because, Uncle Drew, what's up? Oh, did I say hello? I'm sorry if I missed you.
No, you can ignore Uncle Drew. No, he's from my corner of the woods. You can ignore him.
Okay.
Yeah, he
wants to eat McDonald's for lunch instead of buying my artwork. That's fine.
And I want to go on a beach in Tahiti and not deal with children in Fortnite, but here we are.
We have arrived. Oh, I guess I need to draw that other ear. Whoops. There you go. There it is. It's there. It's there. Okay,
oh, wait,
cool.
you're doing color?
Did you say? Okay, cool. Thank you, Nick. I'll take a look at that. I don't know why it's doing that, but thank you.
You're doing color?
Oh, yeah. Oops. Oh, well, I guess now I am. That's. I didn't even think about it. I was like totally like, you know what? No. All right, I'm not. Okay, here we go. But I did decide, I think I mentioned this last week. I've decided that in the new year, I'm going to stop with the breakdown between half black and white and half color. I'm going to stop with that. And mentally, I was already like, oh, wait a minute. That's why you're here. Good job.
For Zoom tonight will be all color. So that's a little bit more incentive if you want, not to, but yeah.
You go down there. Everyone gets all excited, and then I yank it away.
Yep.
Where's your head at exactly? Yeah, I'll take a look at that, Nick. I'm sorry. Don't worry. We'll get you taken care of. I was like, how did I sell out of something? Oh, that's why. Okay. Thanks for the orders. I got a little handful of orders. I appreciate that. Thanks, folks. All right. I forgot all the original stuff is like 1 of 1. So that's why it's like giving me out of stock alerts.
Yeah.
And things. Oh, that's done. That's it. Let's see.
I got to think of my suggestion. I got nothing right now.
Uncle Drew's like, that's not very nice, Brian.
Uncle Drew, I'm the nicest person on the internet. Okay, don't get it twisted.
We should totally have a guest stream soon. It's been 83. Well, it's once a month. I do it once a month. I do it the last Friday of the month, unless I don't have a stream. If I don't have a stream, I don't like rearrange the order. So
Susanna, Kevin doesn't like you.
Yeah. No, she's awesome. She needs to stream. It's been forever since she streamed. Okay. Let me pick another one. There was a bunch of really cool ones that I saw. Let's see. Look, I'm on the stream. I also see Pablo. Oh, is Pablo here? Did I miss Pablo? See, I'm all kinds of distracted. Okay. I just yelled at Pablo that we're buying all the things. Oh, well, thank you.
So Martin, for tonight, yes, if you donate, let's say you donate $10, you get a 2-minute speed doodle from Kevin. Possibility to get stickers out of them. Our pet cats, for example, if we send a pic. For you, Martin, if you send it to me, I can work with Kevin to get that to him. Only for you. No one else. Because then everyone's going to start sending me pictures. Oh, can you draw my hamster on a swing set? Like, no, just you, Martin. We'll figure it out. Message me.
Just you.
Basically, Kevin is the Kevin's the one doing the work.
I just draw. I just draw. That's it.
And I'm the orchestrator. So I'm the one who's writing stuff down and coordinating, you know?
Which is how I like it, to be honest. I prefer it that way. I'm drawing Heathcliff now. Also silence Brian. Kevin loves also silence Brian. I was his original muse. That's true. Sue absolutely inspired me once upon a time, many years ago. It's very true. But yes, you do. That does not negate the fact that you also need to stream again. So Kevin is the talent, Brian is the promoter. Yeah, that works. Works for me. I'm gonna let you worry about the chat. I'm getting super distracted.
Yeah.
That's why you're here. All right.
Yeah, exactly. So Brian, with the donations, will the pics be sent to the buyer or donator? Well, we'll just figure it out before Eli. I was very thrown on the spot with Martin's request here, so you gotta iron this out. You know,
it's early in the morning for him.
I mean, to be thinking creatively in that, hashtag marketing campaign, kind of.
Yeah. I think what I'm looking at is like a really old version of Heathcliff, I think, because this doesn't look like kind of the version I remember when I was a kid, but this is an official image of Heathcliff. Y'all are calling me out. What's up, Wiz? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Nice to see everybody here. So yeah, man, the year is just flying by, of course, like last year did too, actually. But I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, I've got so much stuff going on, and it's all like, it's cool and exciting, but there's a lot going on right now. Because I'm working on the Halloween stuff now, which is earlier than I did it last year. I did it in September last year. And this year, here I am in August working on Halloween stuff because I'm not going to have the time because I've got like 2 shows in October. There's the Inktober drawings I do every day in October. I just signed on to do a huge thing that I still can't talk about, but I will eventually when I can. But it's a major thing and it's going to require a lot of work. And so I'm like, okay, all right, I need to clear out my schedule. And then November is the Patreon anniversary, which is when I like to spruce things up and freshen stuff up a little bit. So I'm working on new things like new stickers and new enamel pins and all. I mean, there's like 1,000 things going on. I feel like I'm Brian Saviano.
Yeah, and in the reverse for a minute here, I'm like in between stuff right now. I don't really have a lot going on. Well, I have a lot in the works and like coming up, just not in this moment. Things that need to be done.
It's
quickly.
the eye the eye of the storm, right? It's like in the middle of everything. There's not really anything at the exact.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff happening in September. October is when game releases finally pick back up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we got some good. Akil, hey, what's up? Nice to see you again. Let's see. So cat suits don't count as cat. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, Sue survived her move featuring Pablo Dumb Jokes. Oh yeah, let's get Catwoman in there for sure. And I see Catwoman's come up a couple times, so we definitely need to make that happen. All right.
You've done Grumpy Cat before, right?
I did that during the memes episode. Okay, we'll work on this one. Let's do this action. And I am actually very excited for Fan Expo Boston. I'm also, hopeful that it's a really, really good show. It's definitely the biggest show I have on my plans for this year. So we'll see. We'll see how this is going to be. We're 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away.
That seems kind of very quick. I just haven't made that, I don't know, connection yet.
That it's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes that happens. It's like your brain is just like, oh, that's forever away. And then you turn around and it's not.
Has anyone done Garfield? Oh, Garfield's a good suggestion.
It is indeed. But I am looking forward to that show. And yeah, I'll have a lot of new stuff because I have all those prints. I got 8 new prints now to sell.
That's a good amount of prints.
It is. I'm really hoping they don't hang around like the last ones. I mean, the last ones definitely haven't moved. And that's okay. It's fine. It's the only way you learn. You got to try.
Right, exactly.
And then also stickers. It'd be nice to sell a bunch of stickers. Stickers usually do pretty well because they're cheap,
Yeah, I was looking at more options. So something that's been working out really well for me, and not to discuss, what you should be doing on, Patreon and all that, but a lot of people really like the sticker club idea, getting 1 sticker a month or whatever. I've gotten a lot of people positively receiving it and liking it. So
yeah, I mean, I'm right at that place where I'm revamping stuff again, because I like to do that like on the anniversary. That's like it's been another year, time to change it up again. And I definitely have noticed some good response from that kind of approach, like a monthly thing, from other artists too that do that.
Yeah.
I'm actually we're going to go the reverse on this, right? Just color it all in black and then go back and add the white.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I support some other artists that do that, including a guy in California that ships me. I kind of like the way he does it. He puts up 2 designs every month and he's like, here you go, pick which one you want and I'll send it to you. And so every single month there's 2 designs up there and you just go into the thread and say, send me this one. And that's what shows up at your door.
That's complicated.
But he's also like, he sells them regularly anyway too. So like he's making the designs constantly and they're constantly getting put for sale everywhere, but also like he'll just pull aside whatever 2 you want and send it to you while he's already doing his other stuff. Because yeah, I do want to avoid any unnecessary complications that would not help me. But
Yeah, I just said everyone at this tier and higher, you're getting a sticker from the world of Bricks O'Brien. So something not necessarily a Bob sticker every month, but like something pertaining to it, you know?
Yeah. Hey, what's up? We got my sister here, who's also an artist. So check out her Facebook. My other I know I've got a lot of siblings, and so this is a different sister that has been here the last couple streams, if you're familiar. But yeah, check out her Facebook page as well if you want to see some more artwork from my family members, an artistic family. Thank you for being here. What did that comment say, Brick Enforcer? Good luck with the business there with those Vax cards. It's going to kill it. Well, we'll see. I don't really have a choice in the matter, so it's not up to me.
Yeah, this is going to be another interesting thing to see, you know?
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of people, they're in the position of wanting to give it a shot rather than the apprehensiveness of it at this rate, especially if you already are vaccinated. So
yeah. Yep, exactly.
Got to take the shot, you know, or I mean, literally and physically, but like, you know, you got to take the shot in terms of going to the show and seeing how things go.
Literally, yeah, exactly. My internet is back. Oh, I'm sorry, your internet went away. Do dogs count as cats? That's a pretty funny comment, though.
Yeah, Martin, I was actually going to ask you about that. You were at a convention last week. I saw everybody was masked, and that was, Louisiana, I think, right? So that's very down south where, you know, it's a lot more polarizing in terms of mask wearing. I'm glad to hear it went well.
Yeah, I'm surprised in Louisiana.
I believe it was.
Interesting. Oh, was that Brick Universe? I think that was the same show Ray was at, because Ray was at a Brick Universe event. We were talking. We were chatting.
That was a smart call doing the all black on Catwoman, then going with the white after it.
Yeah, sometimes it works really well on certain things.
Yeah,
you understand.
I'd like to think I have a relative understanding. You know,
relative understanding. Yes. I was so proud of you yesterday when you learned how to destroy those guardians in Skyward Sword. I was like, oh, there he is. Because when you were playing, I was like, oh no, if he doesn't know how to beat these, this is going to make all of this exponentially harder.
You will be happy to know that the next couple episodes that I just recorded recently, I understand the logic of it a lot more, and I'm enjoying it more.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because, you know, I made the comment that I could tell as a viewer that you default to Breath of the Wild gameplay. That's what you default to.
Yeah.
And it's very different. Like, I mean, even I, as a lifelong Zelda player, got very, very used to just jumping off a ledge and hitting my sail, right? Because that's what you just do. You just do it. But that is not at all how it works in like every other Zelda game. It's like, no. But I can tell you're getting used to it. And it's like retraining your brain.
Yeah.
Which I don't know is a good or a bad thing, because I do like what they did with Breath of the Wild, and I do know there's a sequel, and I don't anticipate them changing the game mechanic. But also Breath of the Wild game mechanic is like fundamentally different than every other title in the entire franchise.
Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of things in Skyward Sword that I'm like, this is dumb. I don't like this. These controls are very obtuse, and this doesn't make any sense. So I think if they took a lot more of the fun items that are there in Skyward Sword and the previous things, eventually you get not the hook shot, but basically the hook shot in Skyward Sword. So now that I have that, I'm like, oh, this is super cool. Why wasn't this in Breath of the Wild? And it probably will be in the sequel, you know? So stuff like that, I can see it. But also when I'm running with Link, he'll randomly run up walls in Skyward Sword. I'm like, why? Why is this a thing? So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that was definitely, because that was your first your first Zelda game, right? Like
Yes. Yeah, like Uncle Drew says,
Yep.
it was my first.
Yeah. It is interesting though, because I'm like, again, just from a observational standpoint, I'm like, I think you have forgotten everything you did through Link's Awakening, because that was very like classic Zelda was Link's Awakening. But it's also a short game, actually. All right, I'm gonna do this one for my sister. You can also see her name on the her Facebook page name, K Boring Art. You can see that. So we're gonna do this. This is a fancy cat. It's like in a top hat and stuff. It's very fancy.
Yeah, Link's Awakening is super short. I'm 22 hours into Skyward Sword, and I'm like halfway through.
Yeah, it is very short. I mean, it's a charming game. I love Link's Awakening is one of my favorites, but it's a short. But it's like absolutely. Here's all the things that you do in a Zelda game. In a game now done. Goodbye. Because it's like you go to every dungeon, you get a special thing, you have to use that thing to beat the boss. There are dungeons. It's just like classic Zelda stuff.
Yeah, I definitely like Skyward Sword more than I like Awakening for sure.
So we got this tipped top hat here, fanciness.
So yeah, that convention was in New Orleans. Ray was there. Attendance was down because of it. Resistance to mask, but still okay numbers, and people were delighted about the event that it wasn't canceled.
Yeah, that's how I'm taking it too, because it's just like I can't have with the issues I'm having with now online sales. I can't also lose my shows. I can't.
Yeah,
like, I would be done. And so that's what saved me, was having online sales over the last year. And now that that's been drastically hindered, I can't have the shows be canceled too. Can't have it. So I'm okay with proving anything, wearing masks, all that stuff is fine as long as the show can happen.
Still shocked you never played a Zelda pre-Breath of the Wild. I said it a couple times, Isabel, but the main reason is because I couldn't manually let Link jump like I could with Mario and Mario 64, and I thought that was stupid, and I never bothered as a kid.
What is it? I like the cats with no fur that look like chicken cutlets.
Can I just ban Alyssa, please? Is that an option?
Is that a real type of cat? Oh, what's up, Joseph? Joseph Zawada's here too. Is that a real?
The hairless cats.
Yeah, like the Sphinx.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I drew one of those. I have a sticker. It's a very distinctive design. Chicken cutlets. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Oh, nose.
Kevin, have you done a Nintendo episode?
I did. It was episode 64.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That was fun. It seemed appropriate.
Yeah, that's fair. What episode are we on now?
70. Oh, I don't know.
It wasn't that long ago.
Have you put a suggestion in the thing yet?
No.
You can. I mean, you could suggest another Nintendo one or something else,
Oh.
like a Pokemon episode or something. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. But you as a patron, you can throw one in the thread, and then it would be a future episode.
Ban you, Alyssa. You have $500. I've only seen one on YouTube. Twitch is where you have 16 quadrillion.
I had Doc helping me out, last time when we did puppets.
Yeah.
Which was great. And we were talking to, and I was like, Doc, you can suggest a theme. And he's like, I don't look at anything. And I was like, I know, I'm aware. It's fine. It's okay. He's like, I don't know what to do.
I told you.
We did a little mini training course after the stream where I was showing him how to log into Patreon and look at the posts. I was like, here you go. And he was like, oh, is this where you put all the artwork for the doodles now? I'm like, yes, they're here now. That's another thing, in case people don't know. When the show is over, every week when the stream is finished, I do take all of the artwork, I save it in high resolution, and I post it on my Patreon, and patrons are absolutely, with my full blessing, allowed to download it, save it, do whatever they want with it. They can share it, they can post it, they can turn it into stickers, they can turn it into shirts, they can do whatever they want. It's all good.
Martin's like, that's what those emails are?
Yeah. Yes.
See, that's why you just got to send people a sticker, and they're like, oh, that's what. Oh.
Well, it does. Yeah. When I just randomly send stuff out, I do like the people are like, what's this? I'm like, well, I posted about it. It's Surprise, but okay. And I also use the lens feature a lot, but that gets very, very little engagement. It also kind of sucks. It's not well executed on their platform. But lens is like, it's like stories.
Nah,
Patreon, where you put it's only there for 24 hours, and if you don't see it, you don't see it, and it's gone. And
that's dumb.
But if you don't have your phone set up to give you the alerts, you'll never know I did it. So
better off posting it as a story on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, I know, but it's stuff I don't want to share to the general public. At least not
fair.
yet. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. That's the whole point of early access stuff. But I also usually will take that stuff and then just post it again later as a proper post, because I know so many people don't see it. Because I did that today. So, hey, here's the thing. If you're a patron, this morning I posted a lens on Patreon of the cover of the first Resolve comic.
I kind of want to see that.
So there it is.
You don't share anything with me, Kevin.
I mean, I do, but
no, not you don't text me.
Well, I mean, should I have to send a flare out every time?
Yeah.
I got to get a TikTok. I am on it. I have a TikTok account. I just don't. There's art on it. I just don't use it super often.
I literally had a meeting this morning that was like, all right, Brian, this is how we grow your thing, TikTok, and I'm like, you know.
Yeah, I think you'll only get the alert for Lens if you actually have the Patreon app on your phone and you get the alert. I think that's how that works.
TikTok is cringe. Oh. Yeah.
See you later, Uncle Drew. Thanks for being here.
Bye, Drew. Wow, you get to see this clip for 6 seconds and then it disappears.
What's up, Shy Time? Joseph says, I sell your art on Redbubble. I'm swimming in cash. Good for you, man. Good for you. Let me know which one's selling the best so I can make more of that. What if we pay you an exposure to draw Gibbs? Exposure bucks. I should do a sticker that's exposure bucks. I should do that. All right, let's see. What are we doing? Yeah, we should definitely do someone from the Cats movie. I think we're going to wait for the color segment to do that. I think that seems like a good thing to do. Let's see what else we got. Some suggestions here. Ban me. I have 500 alts. Wow, that's a lot. Can they all subscribe? I'm so close to 1,000. Oh, Breath of the Wild was Sue's first Zelda game. Interesting. All right, I'm looking through for another prompt. What should we do? Which one he's calling out to you?
Calling out to me?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see Garfield, but that could wait till color, I guess.
I would buy 100 exposure bucks stickers. See, everybody says.
Well, you know, Isabel puts her money where her mouth is because she said she would buy one of my accessory pouches, and she did.
Good. Okay, then that makes me feel better. I get a lot.
She's not a liar.
You know how many Brian? Do you know how many people told me when I posted the dog stickers that if I did cats, they would buy every cat sticker I did? And you know how many people didn't buy any of the cat stickers?
Yeah, all of them.
It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Let's see. The cover's beautiful. Thank you. That's the prologue, and yeah. I'm proud of it. Work is continuing. Work is moving forward. Cringe. Oh, Deanna didn't have anything pop up. Oh, that's interesting. Hey, what's up, Golden Light Pictures? Yeah, and everybody that's a $50 patron tier, they're getting everything. I'm like stockpiling because I keep going like, oh, but I need to wait till that comes in. Oh, I need to wait till that comes in. Oh, and it just keeps happening. So, but I have little piles. There's little piles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's my plethora of stuff, Kevin?
You have a pile. I'm gonna give you yours in person because I'm gonna see you in 2 weeks. So,
all right.
Figured that'd probably be acceptable. And then you'll have yours, and you'll also have you'll have double. The Beyond the Brick stash and your own. That's where it's at right there. Joseph Wada says, I put my money where my mouth is and bought every Zelda and Pokemon sticker. That's true. I appreciate that. Let's see. Saving my first paycheck for my Hinkle Haul. That's nice. I do offer international. Yeah. It's a little. I mean, obviously it's a little bit more expensive, but I offer it. All right, let's do this one. Get another Valerie suggestion in there. This is that little black cat, right?
Yes.
GG from. I have not seen that movie yet. Oh yeah, that's classic. Classic.
Yeah, this one I haven't seen either.
But you were super impressed with that Visions trailer, huh?
Yes, I was. I'm not a massive Star Wars fan, and I am not an anime fan. But what I dislike about Star Wars is its a lack of fun overall. Like Star Wars is very like fantastical, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
And then I think with the different creative visions of Visions, the different studios having at hand, it's going to add a lot more fun and whimsy to it in a way that Star Wars just won't go in that direction ever, because they're like, no, we're serious, the Galactic Empire and the stakes and the like, okay, let's have like this giant windmill lightsaber with 7 sides spinning, or like, all right, do it up, you know?
Yeah. That part was like pretty cool, actually. It made me think back to all the moments in my life of seeing Star Wars trailers. Like I'm being serious, like I guess the first trailer I officially remember seeing was the trailer for episode 1. That was the first trailer, because, but every time I saw a trailer on TV, there's always that like big, like a crazy moment with a lightsaber, that's like, that's the moment.
Yeah.
Like Darth Maul igniting both ends of the light was the moment. General Grievous having 4 arms and 4 lightsabers was the moment. I even remember Kylo Ren like having the little like hilt things was cool. I was like, whoa, that's the moment of this one. And when they pull out like the fan thing, I was like, oh, there we go. There's the moment. I was like, I found it.
And the fact that with Star Wars, they only trust it with specific people and studios and all that. And then they're just like, hey, all these anime studios, you want to just run wild with it? Yeah. All right.
Yeah. And they just exactly.
Level of trust. It's great.
It looks pretty good. I'm excited. And yeah, Nick's like, I told you I'd buy Elvira, and then your site hates me. I'm sorry. I don't know why. It's really weird that it's doing that. It's odd. It only took 53 minutes to get into Star Wars. Nick.
So as a non-Star Wars fan, I'm very excited for it.
Sometimes I appreciate your take on certain things, because there's like stuff like Zelda and Star Wars that you're not really super invested in. And so you have a very like objective opinion on it.
Yeah, I try to have an objective opinion on most of everything. There's only certain things where I'm like, no, I'll defend it until I die. But Star Wars is one of those things that I've witnessed it from the prequel trilogy, sequel, like I watched all of it, and I can tell it objectively in games and all, like almost everything. And yeah, it's got to be different with Star Wars.
Yeah. Speaking of being objective, I was laughing this morning because Nintendo on Facebook shared their life-size Piplup plush pre-orders or something. I was like, what is this?
No, Kevin. I shared that on my Facebook page, and I said, hey, I'm just shooting my shot here. I don't want to buy this for me.
No, I saw that, but like they put it on officially. Like,
oh, really?
This is now open for pre-orders, like on the Nintendo page or whatever. I do remember you talking about it. I'm like, oh, this is. I almost thought that was fake. I was like, all right,
nope.
Whatever. It's like that's a real thing.
For anyone who doesn't know, it's a $350 31-inch Piplup plushie, and I'm not saying I want it, but I really do, and I have no use for it. I can't even put it in the background. It's too big. So like, I don't know what I'll do with it, but I want to do something with it.
Yeah, we definitely need to get Felix the cat. Sometimes I try to get some of these like ones that I'm like, oh, this will work really well for the black and white. Sometimes I fail miserably, like when I pick a black and white character for the color segment, but I try. All right.
Nobody has a use for a giant Piplup. Well, what if you have like, a child, and then that's their favorite Pokemon, and then like,
what if that child is like a 25-year-old man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. but I'm excited to see what your suggestion, Isabel, is for next week. I'm interested in seeing what you have chosen or what you think you said you had down to two or whatever, but it should be a good one. As I mentioned before, Isabel has been highly requested on the show. Every now and then there's an artist out there that a bunch of people want to see on the show, which is cool. And she is absolutely one of those people. Her name has come up many times. And I'm like, yes, we're working on it. We're working.
No, it's just been me texting you on 3 occasions. Like, yeah, you should do this.
I have no reason to lie. Let's see. Felix the Cat. Classic animation. I remember studying Felix in college.
Did you study a lot of Disney?
We did. We also talked. I remember talking at length about Disney's crusade to keep working on extending copyright dates because they want to keep Steamboat Willie copyrighted for eternity.
Mm-hmm.
And like they have single-handedly through all their lobbyists and stuff kept extending over and over and over again copyright dates on things by like another 99 years, another 99 years, and another, like, because they want to keep that one property under copyright.
Yeah.
Which I found was really interesting. Like we spent a whole like day, I remember talking about that. But yeah, Disney came up a lot. But we also went into a lot of like independent animation stuff. I mean, we really kind of went through the full gambit of things.
The more that I look at what Disney has done in terms of the parks and the way people talk about it, it's so mind-blowing how somebody can be so invested in like a thing like Disney. Like when you think about like people being obsessed with a character or business or whatever, like this is the definition of a multi-tendril, multi-headed beast of a corporation that has this facade of everything's magical and happy, and it's like, I can't.
It's a machine.
It's, oh my goodness, it's a machine, but it's like a very not even well disguised machine. Like people know it's a machine, and it's just like,
yeah,
it's the happiest place on earth.
It is.
What?
I am really impressed when they go into the park stuff, like how much thought goes into literally every detail of the parks. Like that's really impressive to me.
You'll never go to Six Flags again and be like, oh, this is a good time at Six Flags. Once you go to Disney.
Yeah, it's all downhill from there.
I mean, I like Universal a lot, but yeah, like comparing, I mean, you can't compare the two, but you know, when you go from Disney to Six Flags, you see like the people that really don't care work in the booths and nothing's taken care of. And
yeah, yep. That's a pretty good Felix. Cartoon characters are usually a little easier for me. All right, let's do another one.
We are talking about Disney World, Susanna. Just talking about animation, the way they run the parks, things like that.
All those things. Let me look at ticket. This is. I was actually, you know what, Martin. I was wondering if somebody was gonna suggest that one. Actually, I was thinking about from Captain Marvel. Definitely. All right, let's do that one. Let's see. Going like a cat jumping after seeing a cucumber. There's got to be a joke for that one. There we go. Put that on the screen for you. Borked it.
Ooh, you never been to Disney World or a park ever, Susanna? Wow, nice.
I've talked about Disney before. I've been, but not properly.
Yeah. Well, you finally get to go, Susanna. That's nice. So for those that have never been, my standpoint on those sort of parks is like, okay, Six Flags is where you go for the day. If you're local with your family, you don't travel to go there extensively. You don't fly to go to Six Flags. Absolutely not. It's local. Universal Studios, you can. It's very fun. And the workers there know it's a theme park. And they know, like, to be real with you compared to Disney. And Disney is like, you get the vibe that everyone's brainwashed by Disney because everyone's in character and everything's fine, everything's happy. And it's for me, it's a little eerie, but you got to be really into it if you really, really like it.
Yep.
Like I've been, as I've said before, probably on here, I watch people that dissect every little thing about the Disney parks themselves, like every single day, from the food to the attractions, everything. And
like
it's
that's
just
their thing.
And it's impressive. Like you know how there's Lego channels for everyone out there. There's Lego channels that talk about like every piece, the same thing, except Disney. And these people are more diehard than any Lego person ever could be. And they are like obsessive with the parks. It's incredible.
Yep.
Oh, for Milan, what is Six Flags? So Six Flags is like, it's an amusement park that focuses mostly on thrill rides. Whereas Disney, when you go, you have the experience of being in the park, the characters, the different stories.
Are you guys,
and moments.
Everybody hold on, because this was the only part of this. This was a normal cat.
Yep.
So
yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
Yep. Yeah, Six Flags is like thrill rides. So if you like thrill rides, you're going to go to Six Flags or Universal. If you like fun rides, like whimsical rides, you go to Disney.
It's ridiculous.
I love this.
I was kind of disappointed when in Captain Marvel, when they're like, "Oh, look, see, this is how Fury got his." I'm like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, come on.
I don't know. Like Captain Marvel, I was okay on. I wasn't blown away with, for whatever reason.
You know where I saw Captain Marvel? I think it's kind of interesting. I saw it by myself in a movie theater in Charlotte, North Carolina, when I went to set up Brick Fair, North Carolina that one year. And nobody I really knew was there yet. And like, it was early in the show, so no one had checked in. I was like, you know what? I guess I'll go downtown and watch a movie. So I went and saw that by myself. And it was actually a really, really nice theater, like with the big recliners, and like they serve you food and stuff in there. So I had a good viewing experience.
That's cool. I was going to say North Carolina. When did that happen?
Yeah, that was a while ago. The one and only year that it happened.
Yeah.
Because nobody came. That was one of those shows that, like the comment earlier about like, if you do this, I'll absolutely, like, that was one of those, if you bring the show to North Carolina, we'll absolutely be there and support it. And then they absolutely didn't. So it's like, well, that's what happens. That's why we can't have nice things.
This is why I don't listen to chat. You know, chat says, "Oh, Brian, you should do this. You should do that." You just don't listen to people. You know,
just don't listen to people.
Do exactly what you
right.
Do.
Can't go wrong with that, right?
No, just ignore your fan base. It's fine.
Just ignore your fan base. Well, I mean, say it like that. This is really great. Just ignore your fan base.
You know.
Oh man. It's so crazy. Oh my goodness, this thing is nuts. I saw the Suicide Squad. I definitely enjoyed it more than the last one.
I did see it as well.
Definitely enjoyed it more than the last one. And yeah, I mean, it's not up there in like my best films of all time, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good. It's kind of hard. For me, it makes it very difficult to enjoy DC stuff when I know that it's not leading me anywhere, if that makes any sense. Like, I get that every Marvel thing is building on top of building on top of building, and I'm really invested, and it's like very enjoyable. And when they don't quite hit the mark, it's still like, oh, well, you know what? It wasn't my favorite, but I learned even more about this universe, and there's even more to reference next time. And I know that's not happening with DC, so it kind of makes me, I don't know, less enjoy it.
Well, the approach is one of two ways, and I felt this way for a very long time. You either go in the Marvel route or the DC route that happened in the 2000s, where you're either going to make a very connected universe and they're going to be multi-dimensional with whatever, or you're going to focus on making good films individually and make them movies like The Dark Knight. And the turning point, you know, when Marvel was popping off, instead of DC leaning more into the film and the cinematic side, they tried to lean more into universe building, and it's just not working the way they wanted to.
Yep. Yeah, The Dark Knight is one of my favorite films of all time, actually.
And there's enough people that have said that clearly that approach is worthwhile to have. And if you got the right director with the right property, you could do something really incredible.
Yep. Definitely. I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess I could sit there and really put my thoughts together. But I mean, I enjoyed the other ones too. Like, I enjoyed Dark Knight Rises. I enjoyed Batman Begins. But The Dark Knight is just one of my favorite films of just all time.
Well, I think part of it is it feels real. There's nothing.
It feels very real.
Yeah, there's nothing too overly fantastical about it.
And the number of times I remember being in the theater watching it and genuinely feeling like super uncomfortable in a good way. Like at the uncomfortable moments, I'm like, oh man, this is like immersive. This is definition of immersive. Like, especially when he busts into that party, right? And he's like talking to Rachel and the camera just keeps spinning around them and spinning, and it gets closer and closer. And he's got that knife like right near her face. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so incredibly uncomfortable.
It had a certain vibe about it, and it was something that, you know, unfortunately, you could see someone doing that.
Yeah. Yep. All right. I think this is our.
I don't know how I got these scars.
Here's our flirkin. Oh my goodness. There it is. That's flirkin awesome. Thanks, Larry. See, that's why I don't like Marvel, because I feel like the connectivity makes it difficult to jump into. I mean, that's a fair point on the opposite end of the spectrum, that you feel like, oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on, so I can't jump in the middle. That's fair. It's fair criticism.
That's only going to happen more and more now that there's a multiverse with Loki and blah, 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 blah.
Here's our cats so far. Oh, wait, what does this say? Mr. Hinkle, did you see Black Widow? I did see that. Saw that in movie theaters. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Superheroes. Yeah, I know a lot about them. Hey, what's up, Ray? We got Ray here. Get in, nerds. We're talking superhero films. We were talking about you earlier, Ray, because we were talking about Brick Universe. Your name was mentioned. That's about it.
I forget when we switch to color. Is it now or
almost half in half an hour? That's the halfway point officially. And yeah, that is going to switch in the new year. I'm just going to go all color in 2022. Alyssa says this is a great example of. Oops, and then the comment went away. This is a great example of all your drawing styles. Yeah, thank you. It can be, you know, chameleon-ish. Can alter and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, all color. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of changes next year for the show, because we're going to switch it to a different time. We're going to go to all color. I would really like to switch to all Twitch. So sorry, folks that are watching on YouTube. That's going to be probably the thing that's happening. Time lapses will still go up on YouTube, though. It's funny because somebody said, I think last episode, that like, well, you know, you've been doing this for years and years, and you've made more on Twitch than you made on YouTube doing it longer. And I'm like, that's actually true. And actually, right after that comment, I got an email from Twitch saying, your next Twitch payout has just been issued to your bank. I'm like, Twitch has paid me twice and YouTube has paid me never. So it's like, yeah, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. What are you doing to me? Zoom, no change. All right, I need another one. Let's do Sylvester's a good one, but I did Sylvester during the cartoon one recently. That was recent. Who's Michael the Cat? What is that from Golden Light Pictures? Is there a specific Michael the Cat? Michael the Cat. What is this? Is this real? Is this a meme? What's up, Brett? Thanks, Ray. Appreciate that. Yep. Follow me on the Twitch. That's I'm pretty convinced that that's going to be the route forward. Bob the cat from Animal Crossing. Let's take a look at this one.
Yeah, I had a Animal Crossing suggestion ready for color, but if you want to do that, well, Bob, he's purple, so I would agree with the suggestor to wait until color.
What's up, Slash? Yu-Gi-Oh card hunting. That's fun. I'm barely on Twitch. Sorry.
All right, Chris. You just got to get with the times. All right.
All right. Let's see. Oh, cat dog. Cat dog's a good one.
Well, that's a dog.
It's a cat dog, though. That was at 10:32. Let's see. That might have. Yeah. All right. I'll put that back in the chat. Memories right there. Some memories. That was from Wiz. Put that on the. There we go. All right. Alone in the World is a little cat dog. That show was a thing. It was a thing. Okay, that's what I thought. Golden Picture. I looked up Michael. I was like, "What is this? Is this a meme?" Cat dog. That face.
You've been playing any video games or anything recently?
No, I've been really busy.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Back to shows and whatnot. How you watching What If?
Yeah. Yep. I enjoyed the first one, and it was nice, but I made the comment that I was like, wow, if I hadn't seen this stuff would fly over my head. And that I know has been a concern. Like it was already mentioned just a minute ago. People were like, oh, I can't dive into this because there's so much invested that it would be a turnoff. But I try to be like, no, you can always come in. And like, this is the first time I'm like, oh no, if you don't know what's going on, you cannot enter into this. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And it was also like, it went really, really quickly. And I was like, wow, this just really, really bets on the fact that I know what's happening.
It's so quick.
But it was okay. And I was like, all right. And then the second one, I definitely enjoyed the second one. But I thought the second was more far-fetched. I'm like, okay, I get that we're like exploring what if this one thing happened, but I'm like, I don't really buy into the fact that we changed this one character and now Thanos has completely given up on his entire life's ambition. Nah, I'm not buying that one.
So episode 2 was the one with Black Panther, right? Well,
yep.
Star-Lord, Chadwick Boseman, right?
And that was the big thing is that, they went to Wakanda instead of Wisconsin, which is kind of funny. And then, spoiler alert, and then in it, it's like he's like totally reformed all of the Ravengers and like Yondu and stuff, and they all like fight for good now, and they don't like rob or steal. And I'm like, okay, I can buy into that. But then also like Thanos is part of their team, and he's like totally given up on like mass genocide. I'm like, I don't know.
That's weird.
Have you seen it?
I watched episode 1 and I wasn't enthralled, so I don't really have a desire to watch any more of them.
Well, spoiler alert. Sorry.
No, that's fine. So with the way that I am, I've really liked a lot of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, almost all of it up to this point, and like really been enamored with it, live action and all that. But for some reason, with the prompts that they give in What If, like Peggy Carter being Captain America, like cool. Oh, you're just drawing Cat Dog?
No.
Oh, it looked like you were drawing just Cat. Like, oh,
yeah,
well,
I needed to scale it down, and then I'm gonna copy and paste like I'm gonna change the face, but
right.
a little bit.
But a lot of those prompts I want to see in live action, and the animation, I don't necessarily love the art style of it, and the animation is so quick with the way that they have the voice lines come out. It's just way too fast. And when you have human characters talking in an animated show, in my opinion at least, I want to see the subtle facial expressions that you get when you're saying something emotional, the look in a character's eyes, the whatever, and you just don't get that in animation. So if it's humans, I always prefer it to be live action.
Yeah, I remember talking about this last time because I enjoy the art style of it, but I think with you, I kind of don't necessarily think it works well for animation. Because there's something about it that's like it's a lot less exaggerated, which is the whole point of animation, is to exaggerate movement, squash and stretch. I mean, all the fundamentals of animation. And when you're going for that more realistic, it looks nice, but it doesn't work for me. And I've seen that in other shows too. There's been other shows that have done that animation style, and sometimes it works. And not everybody has the same opinion on it, but it just for me doesn't quite flow smoothly. It's like when you see those 3D animated movies where they do like the motion capture and it's like not exaggerated at all.
Yes.
Then it's like, it bothers me. Like, it doesn't quite work for me, but it looks nice. I think it looks nice. It's just like the flow is a little off for me.
Yeah, something about it.
But yeah, it couldn't hang with nice Thanos. Yeah, I don't know. That one was just a little bit too much, but it's nice to hear everybody's voices. Like, I think for the most part, almost every single person is reprising their roles, if not every person. It's like, that's kind of neat.
But if it was live action, it would be too expensive. Well, I mean, yes, but with that, there's opportunities to tell different stories. And I think that there could be a point with Marvel where they're like, as much as we want to connect everything, the multiverse thing we set up in Loki allows us to tell one snippet of one story and not have it need to come back into this main overarching, series. So I would have loved to have seen, maybe not, Chris Evans be Captain America in that case, but Peggy Carter getting, to be Captain Britain or whatever,
yeah. It's yeah. The one thing, I've never really been like super invested in Marvel animation, because the stuff I've seen before, I've been like, I don't really like. DC animation is a whole different league.
Yeah.
But like Marvel stuff, I'm like, And the only reason really that I went into this one is because it's Marvel Studios that has done all the movies and stuff. And they said that this is canon and it's part of it. I'm like, that's where you got me. It's like, I need to. It's that thing where I feel like I need to see it, because otherwise I'm gonna be confused down the road. Okay, so yeah, cat dog's finished. Here's our cat dog up there. Boop, cat dog. Cat dog. Cat dog. Make a couple grand for half a day's work. Why? Yeah, sure. Actors love doing, for the most part, they love doing voice acting stuff because it is easier from what they normally do. So yeah, we're gonna start the color in 10 minutes. So this one might roll over into color. So we'll see. Let's get another one here.
Whichever one you want to pull from here. I don't know what you're looking at for the last black and white one.
Yeah, I'm also seeing if I can maybe pick a slightly more detailed one so that it can roll over into color. Let's see. What is this one that Eli threw in here? I don't know what this is. Let me look it up.
You do the cat bus.
Oh, yeah. I did that for the vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good one, though. Now, that is definitely a detailed... Speaking of detail, it's like this super, like, Magic the Gathering buff. Like, all right, we're going to do that one, because that one is definitely different, and that will absolutely roll over into color. There's no way it won't. All right. Unless I'm like, here he is. Smiley face. Buff cat.
There it is.
No, we're gonna do a real one. And done. All right. For reals. For reals.
So speaking of Marvel that you may or may not be invested in, here's one of the movies that's coming out that I just cannot care about in any capacity, and I want to know how you feel about it because you're all invested. Is the Eternals?
Yeah, I kind of feel. Actually, I kind of feel the same about that and Shang-Chi, right? Like I'm gonna see them both, but I'm not as like on the edge of my seat for both of them.
Well,
all right.
Shang-Chi, at least for me, is a different culture we haven't seen in Marvel represented, which is super cool, and all the different lore that goes along with that. But Eternals, to me, it comes across as these super uber powerful beings that have the fact that all the costumes are exactly the same. Like, what is making these characters unique and relatable? Because that's what people love about the different Marvel movies, is all these different heroes are flawed in some way that makes them relatable to humans. Where the entire point of Eternals, from what they're conveying, is like, we are these perfect beings that are controlling the universe. It seems too pompous, I think, for what Marvel is, if that makes any sense to anyone out there at all.
Eli's like, he's beautiful. Thank you, Kevin. But yeah, no, I totally agree that like with Shang-Chi, I'm like, I'm going to see them all. Like, that's not, I'm going to see them. I'm invested, whatever. But I don't know. It's just like not as, like I said, just not like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, all right, I'll watch it. And yeah, having it be a different culture is really cool, and representation is really cool. And I'm totally about that. Like, that's not the thing for me. I'm just like, all right. It just doesn't seem something about it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because it's so disconnected. But I don't know.
Won't be, because they have at least one character, which is Abomination. You saw that trailer, right?
Yeah, I didn't get that until it was pointed out to me.
Yeah,
I really couldn't put those together. I'm like, oh.
But that's super cool, and like just the different. It's got a different vibe about it that I'm like, man, I get it. Like, all right, I'm in. I'm totally in for Shang-Chi.
And then I can also understand your point about these super crazy, powerful, ancient. And of course, the question, which I'm certain they're going to answer, is always like, well, where have you people been? It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Nick kind of touches on that here. Eternals saying like, we didn't help with Thanos because we were told not to. Like, all right, okay.
Yeah, it's like, all right, okay.
Yeah, lots of expose in the newest Eternals trailer, but even then, you still don't know anything. Like, nothing has sold me on this movie other than the fact that it's connected to the other movies, and also the way it's positioned as well, because you have Shang-Chi, which I think is the way you're actually saying, like Shang-Chi, I think, and then that's in September, and then there's that movie, which is in November, and then apparently 2 weeks after that, you're getting Spider-Man, allegedly. So when you have Eternals,
that's the big one. That's what everybody is like.
Yes,
they're on the edge of their seat for that one.
Yes. So if you have Eternals, which people are like, I guess, and then you have Spider-Man with potentially 3 different Spider-Man in the movie from all the different bad guys, rogues gallery across all the different universes. Come on.
Yeah,
which one are people going to want to see more? Come on.
Yeah. I'm that is where I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for anything. Like, give me something. But yeah, I'll watch the others. I'll do it. I'll be there.
They haven't revealed the Black Knight card yet. I don't know what Black Knight is.
Oh, you mean? Wait, no, that's not. No, Larry knows what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, it's a character.
But isn't there also, like, I was thinking Moon Knight's a thing too, right? That's a thing coming out.
Yes, that is a different show.
Oh, it's a show?
Yeah.
It's like a Disney Plus thing. Got these wonderful locks, these beautiful braids. He's got like this thing here in his chest, holding up his cape.
Yeah, they all just look very plain with the Eternals. Anyways, whatever. Eternals equals a Game of Thrones reunion for the Stark Bros and the cousins. Yeah, maybe that's why I don't like it. It's got this like royal arrogance about it, like a Game of Thrones sort of thing.
Which I never even saw. I never saw
No,
any
me
Game
neither.
of Thrones. I kind of want to, like, at one point, but I like to relate it to Lost because I was like 10 years late to the Lost party, and I really, really, really liked Lost, but like it took me 10 years to watch it. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna watch this new show, and it was funny because then I wanted to talk to everybody about it, and like everybody had seen it 10 years ago. It's like, oh my goodness, did you know this happens? Like,
Right.
Yes, we did. Get these little drapeys and things that are happening here. So, Eli, do you play Magic? You a Magic the Gathering player?
Yeah, I've seen not much of Magic the Gathering, but I know it's very popular with the diehard people that are involved with it.
When I went to HasCon many years ago, which is like the big Hasbro event they did in Rhode Island, they had a massive, because I mean they own Magic, they had a massive layout and stuff going on for it, and they had this really, really cool thing where they would take the cards, because the artwork is beautiful for a lot of it, for almost all the things, it's just absolutely gorgeous, and you'd have these like massive printouts of a card, like bigger than like movie theater poster size of a card, right? So it's like a giant playing card, but it'd have the artwork, and you could buy those, and they had them like on easels and stuff. I'm like, that's actually really cool. I was like, that's neat. So I'm not gonna do the whole, because yeah, this guy's crazy detailed, all kinds of stuff going on. So I'm gonna just kind of stick with the bust for this. Yeah, let's see. Got like a band.
Golden Light, have a good night.
See you later. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Got this little armband over there. But yeah, I tried. They had a little like beginners learn how to play Magic the Gathering, and I sat in it and I played a whole a round, I guess, and they gave me a deck of cards for free, and I was like, I'm so confused. And I did it. I did the whole round, and I left just as confused as when I started. So it's like, well, thanks for the cards. Thank you for the cards. I appreciate it. All right. Did he answer? Does Eli play Magic, or he just likes the artwork?
I have no idea.
The Magic cards look awesome. Got it. And now Game of Thrones chatter. Very good. Oops.
I'm going to use the facilities. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, that's because that's why. Got it. Got it. What is that from? Oh, that was the green from the cat. I was like, where did I put green? When I started coloring. Yeah, that's going to be a change for next year. I'm just going to color everything. No more warm-ups. The main event has arrived. Joseph Water, my little sister started playing Magic. Her boyfriend is super into it, and she wanted to learn. Very nice. Eli, yeah, played a lot. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool. Eli, you live near Boston, don't you? Aren't you in Massachusetts somewhere? You don't need to tell me your street address. But aren't you in that area? You going to come out and see me at Fan Expo Boston? Purchase some of my wares? Yeah, and we definitely need to do somebody from the Cats musical movie. Now that we're in the color, and that purple one from Animal Crossing too should get in here. Get to be a part of the action. Has this, Valerie, has this been everything you hoped it could be? Hope you've been enjoying it. This is Valerie's suggestion. She is Val C in the chat on YouTube. If anyone is interested, this is her suggestion as one of my awesome patrons. Got like a blue 2 hours. Yeah. So you can come out to Fan Expo Boston if you want to. I don't know if you've ever been. That's in like 2 weeks from now. Brown. Hello, Jaden. Hi. What day is it? It's like on the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like most, shows and conventions. Downtown Boston. At the Boston Convention Center. Oh, I needed to do that blue in middle of this here. Oh, unless you meant, today. Did you mean today? What day is it today? Because, then Akil's got it. It's August 20th today. That's okay. It's fine. Where's Brix O'Brien? He's not here right now. Would you like to leave a message? And yes, as a reminder, anybody that just popped into the stream, there is a second double dose of the Doodle stream today. So on Brian's Twitch channel, he will be hosting me, and we'll be doing a second Doodle stream tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern for 2 hours, I believe. And we'll be raising money for charity. So there's charity involved. So make sure you check that out if you're around and you have an interest in joining. And this is my normal. This is the normal stream that I do. Saw something really awesome on your Patreon this morning. Thank you, Ray. Yep, I was just talking about earlier how I posted that on the lens and how the lens feature is not always reliable. The thing I hate the most about the lens feature is that when people post comments, every now and then it won't show them to me. Like right now, it says that there's a comment, but I can't see it. It's like, this has one comment. I'm like, great. What does the comment say? And I click on it. It's like, there are no comments on this post. I'm like, that is a lie. There is a comment on this post. Show it to me. I hate that so much. So irritating. Let's see. Larry, Kevin, and Brian have all the suggestions. Yeah, we've got them. Yeah. We copy then paste them. So, I mean, if you have different ones, you can post new ones up. Otherwise, there's no need to post the same ones over and over again. They are in the queue, as it were. His hair kind of bluish a little bit. Am I going to PAX East? Probably not. Do they have artist tables there? I mean, if they have artist tables there, I wouldn't be opposed to like trying to book a table and sell stuff. But going for fun, like just because, probably not. I got to make some monies. I don't know if I like that blue for his eye. I think I want to do green. so it stands out more. There we go. I think this one is done. Yeah. Yeah, I assume, right, Ray? They have art tables at the PAX events, don't they? Wouldn't they? I got a lot of video game stuff. I have booked a table at an event called Retro World Expo in Hartford. It's about video games. All right, let's see. We need to do somebody from the Cats movie. Yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up, Black Six? Okay, they do have an artist alley. That's all that I need to hear. Wiz says something central. I don't know. I'm sticking to stuff I can drive to, and I kind of stay within 5-ish hours of where I am. I think the furthest out is like New Jersey. Thank you, Eli. That first one, you like the first one better? Akil, that is November? I think it's November. Retro World Expo. Hartford is the worst place on earth. I mean, it's not the best place on earth. My wolf and my wife. All right. The Cats movie. Which one of these creatures? I guess this one. I mean, I guess if you're going to do one, I guess you should do Taylor Swift, huh?
I don't know why you're doing this to yourself.
Because you have to, because it has to be done. It'd be a travesty if it wasn't done. I think I want to shrink this guy down here a little bit. All right. Yeah, so I was asking if anybody had confirmation that the PAX events had like artist tables. And Black Six said yes.
Black Six said yes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you disagree? Are there not artist tables at PAX?
Has Black Six been going since 2013?
I don't know.
They not really, not an artist alley. No.
Oh, really?
No, there's all sorts of like vendors, independent vendors that are lined up. So the hall is broken into 3 chunks. There's the AAA or indie game studios, like the game studios. There's all like a big section. And then in the middle, there's independent retailers, more indie devs, things like that. And then there's a whole board game section. There isn't like...
I've been to the first 5 PAX East.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, in more recent years, at least, there isn't an artist alley. The artist alley equivalent is the indie dev area, which, you know, is
the people
basically
demanded it. Yes.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of video game stuff, and I'd be interested. But if they don't really like do it, then I'm not. There's no reason to. But,
Let me double check. Will there be anything similar to an artist alley? Yeah, no, not really.
Well, lame. Well, lame. Bobo Levo says, we have sad, cool cat enough that I suggest a cat in an ice cube. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Oh, man. Tiger King. What a time. Carol Baskin. All right, let's see if I can. Likenesses are hard. All right, I'm going to try. I did a Taylor Swift drawing during the music one, and it wasn't that good. I mean, it was an okay drawing. It just didn't necessarily look like her.
So Ray, what you're saying is you and Kevin team up for PAX East and you kill it.
You just have to be better than Tony Stark. Dang. Oh. Bum, 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 bum. Were you satisfied, Andrew, with your puppet drawings? I mean, not like I could really do anything if you say no, but hopefully it was an enjoyable. It was an enjoyable show. I'm glad Doc was there to. I was like, I have to have Doc on this one. Have to. I mean, I was ready if he wasn't going to be around, but I was hoping.
That Doc Samson, that Khan, what a character.
It was really funny though. After it was done, he's like, "So I don't ever use Patreon." I was like, "All right, well, let me help you out." Yeah, I don't think this is going to be any better at actually looking like her, but it'll be fine. It will be a drawing.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Let's see.
So you have any plans you're willing to reveal for what you're working on?
So I am doing another wave of Halloween stickers. So although the last wave, as I've said multiple times, didn't quite perform like I wanted it to and thought it was going to, I still feel like there's opportunity there. So I am doing another set of 10. And I have been sharing those out with my spooky consultant. So Nick has gotten definitely some advanced screenings of some of those things. So there's 10 more. There's 10 more Halloween stickers that are coming. I already finished the prints. I wanted to have 4 new prints. They are done and now on the site. So if you guys missed that earlier in the stream, you can go back. I have them on my website now. And then let's see. I'm working on the comic. People know that. I've been sharing lots on Patreon. So if you want to get heads up on stuff like that, Patreon's where to go. And I guess that's all the stuff I can talk about.
All right, you know what you want to draw for me? Because I've literally been thinking about it for weeks, and I can't think. So Ray's such a professional, Kevin. Did you know this?
Yes. I mean, in general, yeah, I do that.
Well, because I said, like, hey, I want to work with you on something, but I don't know what. And he's like, okay, well, what's like a hole that you have in your portfolio that you want? What?
I said, what's a hole you have in your soul?
Well, right, that too, but also like what do you have that you want to get done? And then I literally haven't thought of anything for weeks.
That's interesting because you always have a lot of stuff like top of mind.
Yeah, and I have some stuff top of mind for some other designers, but like some other things, like I've just found artists recently that I'm like, I love your stuff. I want to give you something, but I don't know what, but I'll let you know, which is not a great way that I like going about doing it. But I also like to know what people's availability are. So that way I'm not like banking on something,
Sure. That makes sense.
Like the guy that I linked you to, he can do Twitch alerts, like motion graphics and whatnot too. So I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool. What should I do? Oh,
I dig all those new animated Twitch emotes. I think that's sweet. You seen those?
What do you mean?
Like you can upload animated ones now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I want to do something different from like my alerts. Like part of me wants to do a whole stream like graphics overhaul, but part of me also likes how minimalist and like not a ton of thought goes into it because I spent way too much time in the past over engineering all of it for really not a lot of benefit in my opinion. So I'm like 2 trains of thought on it.
Yep. I got you.
Something I definitely need to get done, which I don't know who would do it. I need to get a model sheet done for the bird and the cat.
Oh, yeah. Those would be
that's
pretty easy though.
right.
The bird would be really easy. Cat a little bit more complicated, but the bird would be.
Yeah, the cat has less shots of it so far.
All right. Color. We're gonna do that Animal Crossing cat next, the purple one.
The best type of artist knows what you want before you do. Yeah, Isabel's a living, breathing example of that, as she slid into my email the other day.
Good. That's a good skill to have.
Like, hey, Brian, I didn't know. I know you wanted this. You didn't have it's like telepathy, you know?
Yeah. I kind of go back and forth on that. Like I agree to an extent, but I also have plenty of examples in my freelancing where, you know, what I think they want is irrelevant because that's not what the client wants. And even though I'm like, well, I recommend going this way, they don't agree.
Well,
like,
now is that because someone has a different or better creative vision than you, or because they're stupid and they don't know what they want?
I wouldn't say they have a better idea. I think they just are settled in what they want, and that's gonna be how.
Okay, so they're dumb. All right.
So they're dumb. So the answer is they're dumb.
I mean, if they're not willing to take the word of a professional artist and do what's technically sound and what's more visually appealing, then that's on them, not you.
Yeah, and there's been a handful of those. It's like, no, I prefer to go this direction. It's like, well, all right, you're the one paying me money, so
yeah,
that's what we're doing.
And as I have learned, it's all communication as well.
Yep. Yes, it is. The worst, though, the absolute worst is when they're like, I just want you to like give it your touch, like your vision. I trust you. You have full creative liberty to do this or whatever. And then you do it and then they don't like it. And it's like, well, thanks for wasting my time. It's like, that's why I try to just be like, look, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Tell me what you want and I'm going to do it. Like, it's fine.
So tell me what you want. Right. That's why, like, I found these artists and I'm like, man, this is so good. And I don't want to like wait 7 years for you to do it because I know you're probably going to have a queue, but like, I don't know what I want.
I'm still really curious to know when I get to the point when, and so also I have worked on like 0 commissions in the last month because I've been so busy with all the Halloween stuff, with the prints, with the shows. Like I've just had so many other things that I've not touched commissions, which sucks. But I'm still unsure of when I finally get to the point when I'm done with all of the Lego based stuff, what the future of commissions are going to look like for me. I'm still very curious to know what that's going to be like. Because so many of them are still Lego based. So it's like, well, when they're done though, what are we looking at? Is it going to be a never ending line of things, or is that kind of that era is done with that? I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, so this is a fine drawing. I don't know if it looks like Taylor Swift, but it's a drawing. It's all right. Ironically, it may be the best drawing. It may be the best drawing.
I wouldn't say that quite yet.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. So hey, speaking of the Halloween stickers, I'm working on a Beetlejuice one, and so I rewatched Beetlejuice again, and that movie is fantastic. Let me just say, if you have not seen Beetlejuice, you absolutely need to see Beetlejuice. And I almost like fainted when I saw that the rating on it was PG. I'm like, what? This is not a PG movie. But
when did it release?
Oh, forever ago. I mean, like forever ago. But rated PG, and it's like, it's just like there's so much in that movie that is absolutely not PG. I was sitting there watching it with my youngest, and it's funny because there's the scene, for those of you who have seen it, like a lot of the movie takes place on this like little mini scale model of the town. And at one point, Beetlejuice goes to this house with a bunch of ladies. And my son's like, Dad, what is that? I was like, I don't know. It's a building. And then like the next scene has like the caseworker, and she's like, she literally says, the whorehouse was my idea. I'm like, PG. This is a PG movie. But it is good. It's a really, really entertaining, great movie. It goes by so fast. It's like, oh, well, it's done now. But I was using that to work on the sticker. I'm pretty happy with it. It's about done, I would say. I've got four out of the 10 are done.
Yeah, usually you tell me a little bit about what you're working on there, but I haven't heard anything. Like, oh,
right. For the Halloween stuff, I mean, you don't seem like you're really into that kind of stuff. Are you?
I am into the whimsical Halloween, but not the frightening Halloween.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm bouncing around a little bit more this year than I did last year.
Yeah, last year you were all like, you know, poop yourself, pants scary.
Yeah. This year there's some of that, but it's also a little bit like dancing around a little bit.
Yeah. If I fell into a category, it would be like the Mickey spooky ooky Halloween spectacular rather than, you know, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, for this year I've got and there will be a Patreon post when I finish it, like showing them all ahead of time. But I've got Beetlejuice, I've got a human skull. I'm doing Annabelle because I'm at that show that the Annabelle doll will be at. So I figured that would probably be a missed opportunity if I didn't have an Annabelle sticker.
Yeah.
But Annabelle wasn't exactly on the top of my list. But so Annabelle, human skull, Beetlejuice. I've got the Dracula, like the black and white Dracula.
Cool.
And Creature from the Black Lagoon.
I love that you said you're bouncing around a lot more with that, and these are all like not like whimsy Halloween.
Beetlejuice is totally whimsy.
I mean, that's more like yeah, but like that's one so far.
And the skull is just a skull. It's like not based on anything.
Yeah.
And then I'm also what I forgot. I sent my list somewhere. Whatever. All right, we're done with that. What's the name of that cat from Animal Crossing?
There's Bob. I suggested nothing actually. Well, I put mine in right this second. It's Raymond, but Bob is more purple and colorful, so you might want to go with that.
I suggested nothing. Bob from Animal Crossing. And let's put that in the chat. Chatteroony. Yeah, Pinkwheel said Bob. That's right. Yep. There we go. Back to the Future was PG and way more language than you were. Yeah. Hollywood at that time wasn't as aggressive with the ratings. Indeed. There's a huge market for people doing their D&D. Yeah, I saw that, Ray. It's like all over social media, people hiring artists to do D&D characters, like everywhere. Yeah. Let's see. Wiz says, that's my understanding that you're not taking. Yeah, at this exact moment, I'm not taking any new commissions on. Just because I have so many people waiting and I just feel bad. And it's also like mentally taxing knowing there's a never ending line. Bob from Animal Crossing. But I think I'm also going to get to a point probably in like the January time, maybe December, when I just need to like focus in and just hammer out as many commissions as I can. Like we've talked about.
Well, you know, I wouldn't. Well, yeah.
Like put everything on hold. But I think at that point I'll be in a good spot to do that. Because like the new stickers will be done, the new prints will be done. The only other shows I have on the books, they all end in like November. So like it's like a good time to finally just relax a little bit. We'll see. This other project though may blow that out of the water, but
it might.
And I will share as soon as I can. I can't at the moment, and that's not me just being like there's legal contracts involved. But
I don't know about it.
No, I can't
Oh
tell
my
anybody about it
goodness.
yet. Can't tell anybody yet.
Oh, did you finally sign back with that agency to do minifigure stuff for Lego Masters for the 5th time
No,
they asked you?
that was not.
Oh. Oh, did you finally those guys at Retro Studios get back to you and you finally got a new job with them?
I finally gave them my bank account information. Sigh. What a shame. With these little stubby arms.
Legal ramifications. Wow, look at this guy. Look at this guy. It's like he's
What
worked
happened?
for
Oh, me?
yeah, it's like he's worked for a multi-armed corporation before. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, it is really exciting, and it's going to be a big deal. But yeah, we actually had a meeting. We've had 2 meetings so far, and I did ask about like sharing the work online, and they were like, "Yep, as soon as we get to a more comfortable place that we can tell people, you're more than welcome to tell anybody. But as of right now, it's still kind of a secret." I'm like, all right, okay, you got it. It's another one of the reasons why I'm also trying to kind of like power through the Halloween stuff a little early, so that I have time to do this stuff.
For context, I'm talking with my management about like, hey, what are you going to do for Christmas? I'm like, well, I normally think about that in like September. And they're like, no, you should think about that now, actually.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yep. Isn't that amazing?
How can anyone in like a marketing job or whatever enjoy any holiday? Because you're always thinking 2 months, 3 months, 4 months in advance, years in advance.
Yeah. And
exhausting.
you get so invested in what you're doing and the work you're doing that you literally forget about what's happening. And so when it finally happens, you're like, oh yeah, we did that. We worked on that. Because it's like all the excitement is gone. I'm talking from like the more corporate marketing side, not like my own stuff. I would hope that's still exciting when I share my own stuff. Lego Maniac almost missed the cat stream. Yeah, you did, but you made it. You're here the last hour. That's all that matters. It's all that matters. This cat's got this like smile. Is that you? Are you listening to you?
I was scrubbing through a video. My apologies.
I was like, I was like, wait a minute. Did we like dive into some time warp?
No, not quite.
Like, do you have a visitor in your studio that is you from the future?
Which is surprising. You can hear my voice, but you can't hear the music that I have playing, right?
Only it's like certain intervals, but not like the whole time. Just like there's like certain little like moments.
Oh, my apologies.
That's too pink. Needs to be a little bit more purple. Brian just watches his own videos. Well, I would hope that he watches it at least to see how it looks. It would have been fun if you just said, yes, you're entertaining guests and the guests are you. And it's just like, well, I've got friends over and they're me. They are just me. This cat is up to no good. 100%.
Yeah, that cat's a little sus, as the kids would say.
And that's how he looks in these images too. I'm like, this cat is like he's up to something. Did I tell you about I don't know if I ever told you. I know I told you I went and bought new Joy-Cons, right? You knew that.
Yes.
Because I was so upset. And I have the old ones and I plan to like send them into Nintendo to fix and all that at some point. It's just not super priority. But my son has been playing. I got well, no, that's not what the point of this. So I went to Walmart and I got these Joy-Cons, these new $70 Joy-Cons. Ugh. And I got home and I synced it up and stuff and turned it on. And within seconds, the left was just like up, like just up all the time, like the drift problem. Brand new Joy-Con. And I'm like, this can't be right. I like restart the thing. I like took them out, put them back in. And every time I did it, they would just go straight back up again. Like as if I was holding up on the left joy.
That sucks.
And I'm like, what is going on? And so like I looked at them, like I examined them, and I'm like, this kind of looks like it's dirty. Like, I mean, I really had to look. Like, I was like, there definitely looks like there's dust in here.
Wait, you went to Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone. Yeah.
And so I eventually, I deduced that it was returned. The big thing, the giveaway was I looked at like the side, you know, when you slide them into the sides.
Yeah.
And there was like just a little bit of like scuff, like as if it had been slidden down on a thing already on the console. And I'm like, these are returned. Somebody got these and either like played them until the thing, like, you know.
No, they swapped out the old ones and returned them.
So yeah, I went back to Walmart the same day, like within hours, like 2 hours later. And I was like, these are not new. These are returned and they are broken. But I mean, it wasn't an issue. They just exchanged it for a brand new one. But I'm like, the fact that first of all, I had to go buy new ones, annoying. The fact that I had to go and return and buy another set of new ones, super annoying. I'm like, man, none of this should even be an issue. I should just be able to play my game. It's so stupid.
That's Walmart. You
Very
get that
lenient.
one person who doesn't care about the return, and there you go.
Yep. And then it's done. And I told the lady who I couldn't tell of how invested she was. I was like, just so you know, these are broken. Don't put these back on the shelf. And she was like, okay. This will not work. So we have our last hour. Would you like to give the folks watching another quick reminder of what's happening tonight?
Say it again.
So we're in the last hour here. Would you like to give the folks watching another quick reminder of what's happening for tonight?
Of course. Yeah, so tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, Kevin and I will be doing this exact same thing here, except a little bit differently in terms of how it's going to be orchestrated, because we're raising money for Stand Up to Cancer tonight. And all week long, my live streams have been benefiting the charity. We've raised a total of $870 over the course of only a few streams, which is very impressive. And I'm incredibly thankful to everyone that's contributed so far. Tonight, Kevin will be doing doodles from a set list of prompts, or, which I'm assuming this will happen because Kevin's a great artist and it's a great cause, if someone donates $5 or more, they can get a speed doodle. So if you donate $5, you get a 1-minute speed doodle of whatever you request within family-friendly means, of course, because it's my channel. And then up to $50, you get a 10-minute doodle. So if you want to get a very nice doodle of whatever you want to and support an incredible cause, that's a great way to do it. Twitch.tv/BricksO'Brien. I will link it in the chats right now in case you're not already following. I know Twitch is a different entity than YouTube or Facebook. I'm fully aware, but there's a lot of fun that happens over there, and it's going to be for a great cause tonight.
Yes, it'll be good. It's our second time doing this.
Yeah, and last time a lot of people really enjoyed what it was, and I think that's going to be even more so now that it's benefiting charity. So stop by and say hello. It'll be very worth your time.
Let's see. We're going to do another one here. Oh, that's fun. Mike Myers, Cat in the Hat. We should do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We should do this one. A spicier gummy bear. Oh, no, I made it worse. All right, let's see.
I mean, if someone, hey, you know, you never know. Bobo Laveau. So, okay, in terms of watching Twitch clips or whatever, I watch my stuff occasionally, and I watch it just to see what I'm doing wrong that I could be doing better. Yeah. It's kind of like watching, you know, a performance in like a movie or a stand-up comedian set. You got to see what you're doing wrong, what you can improve on. And for the most part, you know, I find myself doing all right, but there's definitely some things I can improve on.
I don't ever go back and listen to these streams, but I watch like all of my time-lapse videos and stuff.
Of course.
But I mean, I go back and I review this because I need to find, I go back and I look for all these comments on the screen so that I can label all the drawings.
Right.
I don't remember. So I'm like, well, let me go back and do that. So I hear like different little clips and stuff. But at some point, I was thinking about this recently. I need to go through and find some really funny moments because I would like to make like a proper trailer channel trailer for Twitch and YouTube, right? You can put them on both.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get some like quotes. So I need to add it to the millions of things that need to be done. The Cat in the Hat for sure. This was had to be done.
I watched that Cat in the Hat movie. I was going to say relatively recently. It was 9 months ago.
9 months ago.
It happened just yesterday. Time moves so fast. Life is short. But I watched it recently, and it is very bad.
Yeah. Well, have you ever been? Let me move that so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Hey, what's up, Howie? Anyone mentioned that Kevin is only 30 subs away from 1,000? Not yet, but thank you for mentioning that. Yes, I'm only 30 away. It has been a long grind, and I am just about burnt out of it. But yes, 30 more, and I will finally cross the magical threshold of 1,000. I was looking at I was diving into the whole like monetization thing again, and you have to have subs and you have to have watch time. And I haven't really been worried so much about the watch time because I've been like just focused on the subs. For watch time, I'm like 1,000 away. So I'm like, oh. So even when I get the subs, which don't get me wrong, that's still a goal. I'm still aiming for it. It's still going to be a considerable amount of time before I can make any money off of this, off of YouTube. So I'm like, well, which is another reason why I'm thinking of just going a little bit more aggressive on Twitch in the new year in 2022. But thank you. Like I said, it's still a goal. I'm still looking to try to hit that threshold on the old YouTube, and I'll still be posting time lapses and stuff. But live streams will probably move. Can't say I didn't try.
No, exactly.
What's up, John? We did get a Heathcliff down here on the bottom. Yes. What was I going to say about time? Oh, we had some conversation a while ago, and I remember you were like the last time I visited you in Boston, it had been like a year prior, and you were like, no, it hasn't. I'm like, yes, it has. It's like a year ago.
I don't know what that's a sign of. Like time just moving so fast that I don't know. I don't like it.
But it's also like it's moving crazy fast and also slow. It's a weird phenomena.
Yeah. Is it a sign of me not taking it all in of life, or is it just so many things are happening that time is moving fast? Like days just fly.
Yeah. I don't know. I do not know. Mike Myers.
Sign of getting old. Nice. Pog.
Congratulations. Let's see. Kevin, are you putting time lapses on TikTok? I've got like 20 or so on there. I haven't done it in probably over a month. I just kind of fell out of the habit of doing it. I don't have enough to do it like daily over there because, I only do the time lapses on YouTube once a week. And then I have the shorts, the little single clip of me drawing one thing, and that's once a week. So I was trying to space it out, which ends up being like one a month to last longer there. And it just hasn't really gotten any traction. But I have an account. It's there. I just haven't posted in a while. This is a bad drawing. It's like mean looking. Aggressive.
So back to the Cat in the Hat movie. Was it bad? It was just not. It was not good. It was just the acting. So there's a certain whimsy that the Jim Carrey Grinch had. That Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers did not, and they were trying to channel that, and it just wasn't working.
You think it's because of the actor? or is it because of something else?
A
Like,
little bit of
was-
a little bit of Mike Myers, because Jim Carrey is so used to doing like different voices and playing into the craziness of it. And it's just a different direction. Mike Myers has like I don't know, just a different vibe that wasn't good for Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
It lacked a little bit of the heart that Grinch had as well.
It grew
Grinch
three
at
times.
least-
It grew 3 sizes that day.
Yep, exactly. At least you have that, then yeah, that makes a little bit more palatable. And it's a Christmas movie, so
Yep.
mad and aggressive Cat in the Hat is not what I had in mind, Kevin. I guess he looks very aggressive.
He does kind of look mad. I said the same thing. He's kind of mad. But yeah, the thing about the Grinch, which I think is so amazing, is that like the live action version with Jim Carrey and the animated version, I think are equally as like iconic and memorable, and neither of them like take away from the other. Like that's how I feel about it. Like I feel like they both properly have a place in my headcanon and they don't interfere with each other.
I think the original Cat in the Hat, Grinch, the animated one, as classic as it is, it's a little too slow paced for me. I watched the newer live animation, the newerly animated one. It was really good.
See if I can make him not mad. Let's see if I can figure this out. I don't want him to be angry. He definitely is a little. I don't know. Let's see. I'll just make him look crazy. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. He's looking worse. He's not as mad now. There you go. For a second though, he got kind of crazy.
Did you see the newest Grinch movie?
No, the 3D animated one?
Yeah.
I did not see that one.
Benedict Cumberbatch plays the Grinch, and it's a lot more whimsy. It's very fun. Because that whole aesthetic of like Whoville and all that, you really like, you can do it live action, but that's a situation where animated suits it so much more because you can play with the physics a lot more, which is what you need for something like that.
Yeah, everything is like nonsensical.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, right. Exactly.
That doesn't work. That can't be like that. That building couldn't actually even be structurally sound. Yeah. So you're saying, Isabel says, so you're saying Austin Powers didn't prepare Mike Myers for being Cat in the Hat? Shocking. Dun, 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 dun. Austin Powers. Haven't seen that in forever.
I've actually never seen it.
There's like 3, I think.
I
think there's 3 movies. It was definitely funny in the time. I don't know if it's still funny. It was funny. I remember when it came out. I was like, oh, this is funny.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like something that would age particularly well.
Yeah. Oh, we lost you. You're muted. You were muted mid statement.
Sorry. Oh, I was saying it doesn't look like something that would age particularly well.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he's a womanizing British agent. I don't think it quite stood the test of time, probably. I feel like probably the bad guy, who's also Mike Myers, the bald guy, whatever his name was, is probably Dr. Evil. Was more iconic, I think, at this point now. Has like remained in the general, whatever you want to say,
the public consciousness.
Yeah, I think he's kind of lasted a little longer. Because I think about all the times people joke about, like, you know, holding their pinky to their finger and saying $1 million and just being evil. And like, I think that comes up a lot more. He's got this interesting like pink around his eyes. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just like the makeup's not quite covering it. I don't know. It's interesting.
The makeup job wasn't cutting it.
Well, it's like it almost looks like it's on purpose. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. Can't tell what color his eyes are. Give him blue eyes. All right. Glorious. Glorious cat. Sharks with friggin' laser beams. Yeah. It's another goon for the joke. This is.
You've done a lot of cats. Wow.
Yo, look at this. 1,
What an
2,
ensemble.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. But we definitely need to shrink Mike Myers and probably a bunch of others to get another 1 or 2 in here. Yeah, that's not enough. Here, use this tiny little space. It'll be fine.
Yeah, right.
So the next Patreon theme, so that's going to be in, that's going to be a while, guys, because so I've got multiplayer next week with Isabel, and that'll be her theme. And then the following week is Fan Expo Boston, so there's no stream. The week after that is Kineticon, so no stream. So September 17th. So a month from next week is our next Doodle Stream patron theme. It's kind of crazy. But so that is going to be Fazoom. That he is up next. He was next on the list. And it's going to be landmarks. That was his suggestion. Landmarks. You'll forget. It's a month from now. Yeah, you guys will have no doodles. You get twice the doodles today, and then you get an awesome multiplayer next week, and then you get nothing for 3 weeks. It's gonna be sad. You guys will miss me. Then you'll miss me. The Cat in the Hat was in Saw. Oh, well, I mean, he is kind of creepy anyway. I'm still just trying to make room. Shrink a little bit. I guess that's enough for right now. Pretty much almost a month. All right. It's going to feel like snore. Larry says snore. We'll tell that to Fazoom. All right. Which one do you want to see, Brian? Let's get a Brian suggestion in here.
I have been very not suggestive with my picks here.
Is there a Pokemon cat that you want?
You know what? Give me a half second here.
Sorry, Chris. Your theme is boring.
Usually I'm the one calling out the boring themes here. Sheesh.
Sheesh. It's gonna feel like forever. It is. It is gonna feel like forever.
Oh, okay. A lot of these Pokemon are colors you've done already. All right. Let's go with the Pokemon Solgaleo. It's a big cat. SOLG. I'll just put it in the chat, obviously. Yeah. Duh.
Milan says sheesh in the chat. Sheesh. Mewtwo. Is Mewtwo a cat, Howie? I mean, Mewtwo's a pretty awesome Pokemon, but I don't know if he's made out of. He's a genetic clone. Okay. Meowscles.
Yeah, do the most recent one I did. I did Soul. That's even the wrong spell. Oh my goodness, Soul.
Get it together.
Jeez. There it is.
Please don't spam your suggestions in the chat. This is the title. Isn't this like the title character or on the cover of one of these?
For Pokemon Sun, yes.
Yeah, like that's like the the big legendary that's on the cover of the game.
Yeah.
Stop spamming the chat. Exactly. That's what I said. All right. Let's move the Flurkin. I think I'm going to use this whole space here, I think.
There's a big cat. What on earth?
That was the sound of it doing that.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, it's fine, I think. Yeah. Got good. I'm always impressed. I am always impressed with the suggestions that you guys can give based on anything. It's never fails. Wario's not a cat. All right. Yeah, we need a mod to time him out. You're just out of hand there, sir. Pokemon. Was there anything interesting in that the direct I didn't watch or really care about?
For someone like you, probably not.
All right. Is there a new game coming out or?
Not that was newly revealed. There's the Pokemon games coming out this November. There's one coming out a few days after my birthday in January. That's it.
But like it's stuff that people already know about.
Yep. Yeah, just like a general update on like what the newer stuff is and all that.
Got it. Let me move this. I'm already getting dangerously close to some other characters here. Yep. Yep.
I am very excited. So,
for
Pokemon. The new Pokemon games coming out this November. Those are the ones that really locked me into Pokemon as a kid.
Oh, the remasters of Diamond Pearl.
And not for nothing, but most of like the games, I looked at like the top games of 2021. And in any other year, all of the top games would have been, for the most part, B-level games compared to the A-listers that are normally coming out. So gaming this year has just been not stellar, which I'm like, oh. So that's the only game this year that I'm genuinely like really, really, really looking forward to. That is not, and it's not even a new game. It's an old game, but it's, you know.
Yeah.
New Pokemon Switch Lite with Dialga and Palkia. Yeah, so the only thing that's new that you don't care about, but I'll talk about it because why not?
Yeah, in 2000, I'm drawing a Pokemon. It's relevant.
Yeah. In 2006, they came out with a Nintendo DS Lite that had the two legendary Pokemon, the cover Pokemon, etched in gold and silver, Dialga and Palkia. And they're coming out with a Switch Lite in that same color scheme. So it's all black and it has them etched on the back. And I want it for the sake of wanting it, but I'll probably never use it, but I want it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, something I've always thought about, like my whole gaming life, I guess, is all of those unique game consoles, like both handheld and home consoles. It's like there's always these different versions. Like this one's Pikachu, this one's Zelda, this one's Pokemon. And I'm always like, I guess I get it. I guess they sell, otherwise they wouldn't keep doing it. But like for me, I've always been like, I bought the new system when I bought it, and then I'm not gonna ever buy another system because I like the way it looks. Like, 'cause it's a custom. Like I already have the system.
So
like,
I totally would, but this is a Nintendo Switch Lite, so it doesn't sit in the dock. And I just.
Like, what's your like, what are your thoughts in general of like having collectible, different paint jobs or whatever of game consoles, like constantly from different franchises and stuff?
I mean, I like it. I like the idea of it. But for me, like you said, when you already have the console, you have the console, and
like, it's not going to make you buy a new console.
So
like if you already have it, if you already have the console.
So hold on, let's take a look. So let's say, for example, they came out with that Nintendo Switch, that Pokemon Diamond Special Edition. They came out with that in a regular Nintendo Switch, which is something I would be interested in getting, right? just for the sake of having it. So let's say I wanted to trade in my Nintendo Switch at GameStop just to get an idea of what it would be. It would be $170, $175 maybe. So I'd get the new console for $80. Is that enough for me to justify getting it? Maybe, maybe not, depending on how you feel. What I am more interested in, and which is why I love this particular controller, is getting a special edition of a Pro controller, because you could always have more of those. You could swap them out depending on what game you're playing. You don't necessarily need to be dedicated to one console. So I bought a Splatoon 2 Pro controller years ago to have a special Pro controller, and I love it. And there's been not one that's come out since that I would replace it with, other than getting a custom Bricks O'Brien one if I wanted to do that. But I think that's more where you're seeing a bit more of that demand, and where it makes more sense is in specifically themed Joy-Con controllers or Pro controllers over the console itself.
Yeah, and I didn't even, for some reason, I didn't even think about like trading in an old console to get a new like I forgot that's a thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, I mean, I agree that sometimes I see them and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like that'd be a neat thing to do. But I mean, those things never exist when the consoles come out, you know,
Correct.
Like and so like for the most part, I'm not like, I have never been a day one buyer of anything, but like, I don't wait like 15 years to buy something. Like, yeah, it comes out maybe in a year or two, I'll buy it and then I have it. And then through the life of that thing, I don't buy another one. So it's like, I don't need another DS. I don't need another, you know, I don't need another Switch. I don't need, unless something actually broke it or something. Like I see that I'm like, oh, if I was buying one new for the first time right now, yeah, that'd be kind of neat, but I'm not.
Yeah. I like the idea of controllers being limited edition more, because you could reasonably justify getting more controllers, and they're cheaper than getting a whole new console, obviously.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get it for years, like a custom Bricks O'Brien one, but I don't trust myself enough to design it. So that would be,
you need to hire
like, a very, huh?
You need to hire an artist to do that, right? There's artists that do that kind of, like they paint them and stuff.
Well, no, not even to paint it. Like that's easy. I'm talking about like designing it, like a controller, because like there's a certain art to getting the controller done. Like I don't want to just put my logo on it. You know,
I got you.
I'd want to do something special, and then it's not something that I would sell, so it'll literally just be for me. So it's like, that's a lot of work.
We don't ever really see the controller when you play.
No, it would literally just be, yeah, it'd be for my enjoyment only.
Personal little trinket.
Yeah. And there's other personal trinkets I have in mind that pertain to what I do, but yeah.
I definitely needed more space on this because I keep having to shrink it because it's,
yeah, you totally did.
Let's shrink these two.
And yeah, Eli, I could do a giveaway on that special edition Switch, but I thought about doing a giveaway. I think when the Nintendo Switch Lite was first coming out, or some other thing. And I did a poll on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, how many people have a Nintendo Switch? And it's the vast majority of my audience. So if I'm giving away a Switch, it's going to be for the people that aren't already fans of mine. They're just going to follow me to get a free Nintendo Switch, and then they're going to unfollow or never engage in anything I do ever again. So there's literally no point in doing it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can follow that.
As cool and generous as it would be, but nah. That's the business side of me speaking.
Well, got to be a little bit business minded.
Yep.
Some of these newer in quotes, could be newer from the last 15 years. Some of these newer Pokemon designs are so complicated. I just really liked the simplicity of Gen 1 and 2. There was just like a really nice simplicity to them. And then it just got complicated. All these lines and segments and stuff.
Right. Some Lego followers of yours don't have one. Yeah, but those Lego people only watch me for the very, very, very little Lego stuff I do, or only care about Lego and they don't care about video games. So it still would not be worthwhile for me to do it though, TT.
It was funny because I woke up and I was posting my new thing on my new piece of artwork for the day on Instagram. And I had like one of those like an alert that said, I don't have it set up that I get them in real time. So I only get them when I log into the app. But I had like 40 likes or whatever. I was like, oh, it's kind of a lot. And I like looked at it and it was like a Lego person had come in and just like only all of my Lego artwork. And that was it. And like actively did not like anything else. I was like, oh, like stuff that was posted in like weeks in between each other. So it was like, you really just liked all the Lego stuff and then you went away. Well, I've got bad news for you, my friend. I have got some bad news for you. All right.
Yeah, then TT with the Switch, it would collect dust in your house just like all the rest of the Lego you have. Hey up. Hey.
What's up, TT Bricks? I don't think
I would rather at that rate just donate a Switch to a hospital or something. Yep. Call it a day. The pink wheels, it's not quite a circle. It's a little bit of a Venn diagram. A lot of people who can't necessarily afford a Switch or the games or don't want to buy the game without looking at it first. People use my videos as a basis for that.
It's a circle. It's funny. Take a look at this diagram. It's not a diagram. It's just a circle. Exactly. Let's see. It's mostly white, but I wanted to kind of use some kind of color in here.
Yeah.
So with that like really light kind of tan cream kind of color. And we've got little bits of like gray for the paws and stuff. I have this game and I have never once opened the packaging. I've never, like, the packaging is still sealed on it. Yep.
I have only a couple games like that. I caught up on all my collecting and of old games and whatnot. Like, I'm done. I'm good.
I also have what's the one where they're like, it's like Hawaii style?
That's Pokemon Sun.
Is that this one?
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind. This is the one that I have not, or it is open, but I only played it one time. I played it one time on the plane. So it was one plane ride. And that was it.
Yeah, and it's been like 3 years since you flew a plane or went on a plane, right?
Yep. So I guess the one I don't have at all was I bought Let's Go because I'm a Gen 1 sucker. But then the one that came out after that, Sword and Shield, right?
Yeah.
I don't even own those. So do not even have them at all.
I think that'd be a sad day for me if that ever happened where I'm like, yeah, there's a new Mario or Pokemon and I just don't buy it. I'm like, that'd be kind of sad. I don't want to get to that point.
Yeah, I mean, I want them all, but I'm just like, I mean, yeah, price is a thing, but I'm also like, time. Like, I'm not going to play this. Do I really want it?
So here's the thing. Here's a philosophy that I have, because all these adults, they all say this. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. And I understand family. I understand family, kids, all that, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's more of an issue of you don't want to dedicate the time to that because you spend your leisure time doing A thing, Y thing, B thing instead of this other thing, no matter what it is.
Yeah. Well, so as you know, because you know me, I am a huge advocate for you make the time. And that's what I do. I make the time to go to the gym. I make the time for my kids with scouts. I make the time for my freelance business. But there comes a time when there is no more time to make time.
Right.
And so I have chosen to make the time for all of those other things. And to keep it going, I would have to sacrifice some of that time that I've already dedicated somewhere else. And the barrel is empty. Because I do make time. Like I said, I make time to go to the gym. I make time for Cub Scouts. I make time for a lot of things that I could easily say I don't have the time for. But I have run out of things I can make time for. It's like,
Right.
otherwise I just don't ever make, otherwise the freelance business has to go on hold, or, I don't make or something else has to go, something has to give. But I agree that, you make time for stuff that's important.
Well, you're right. Why would I play it when I can watch Bricks O'Brien version, him cutting out all the grindy parts? It's very true. That's a lot of why people watch people play video games, is like, it's more passive. And at least in my videos, if I have to if there's no fast traveling and I got to fast travel somewhere, I just cut it, bam, bam, cut it out. You don't need to see it,
You don't need to see this.
Like, okay, perfect example is when I just got done in Farron Woods. I got the first part of the Triforce, and then it's like, hey, you got to go back to Skyloft, and I'm like, all right, I'll cut till the video to when I'm back with the harp, and then I do that. Like, I don't need to show that on video.
If I didn't waste time watching TikTok, says Nick.
Well, but that's exactly what I mean, right? Like,
Yeah.
adults complain they don't have time, but then, you spend like an hour watching TikTok. So if you really wanted to, you could make the time.
Yep.
Because all my childhood and all my teen years, all these adults saying, oh, you're never going to have time for all the things you want to enjoy. Well, that's not necessarily true. You're just not wanting to dedicate the time to it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely, like I said, everybody's different, and I'm huge about, like, if you want something, make the time for it. But yeah, there is a breaking point. But then it just means you have to take it away from something else. And, like for me, I don't have a thing that I feel comfortable taking it away from at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's also just the time of the year. Like, for months and months and months of this year, I've been spending like the last hour or so each day playing, retro games. And then all of a sudden I got to a point where I'm like, oh, I have a lot of work. And so now I work until, almost until I go to bed. And so I'm like, well, there goes the game time. But, it doesn't mean it's like always like that. It's just like, that's how it's been for the last couple of months. Hello there, Jokira. I look at art references while I'm in the bathroom. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Isabel, if you want to zoom me in to a classroom lesson, I'll talk to these kids about being self-employed as a content creator and having the time work-life balance. I think that'd be a very valuable lesson.
It never stops. Yep. Yep. Never stops. Indeed. Indeed, Art. Indeed. Oh my. Okay, let's see. We need another one. I am actually, like running out of space. It's kind of, I didn't think that would happen in the cat stream.
This is a good warm-up for tonight.
It is. Well, remember I told you last time that I was really proud with almost everything. No, I think everything I drew that stream, because I'm like, I feel like I had warmed up all day. I was like, all right, I've been drawing all day long, so let's do this. So yeah, it definitely helps. What am I trying to do here? Oh, deselect. It's like, why is that giving me trouble? Yes. That's some good cats. Yeah, thank you. Lots of cats. All the cats. All right.
I really want to see Garfield, but that's just me. If someone else wants to suggest it, they may.
We can do a Garfield. I'll put that in there.
Come on, you got it. It was either Garfield or Chester Cheeto. Which one of the two?
Chester Cheetah. I did animation in college of Chester Cheetah as a Jedi.
That sounds like the most like 18-year-old thing.
Yeah, I did, and I have the video still on a DVD. It's like 10 seconds long, and I went full bore. I spent like 2 months. I put like all this is the stuff you hear about. You're like, you didn't really spend like 500 hours on a 5-second thing. I'm like, I absolutely did. I was like, I'm gonna make this the best animation I've ever made. I'll have to show it or maybe post it online sometime.
You apparently drew Slash's favorite Pokemon, Solgaleo. You're welcome.
Oh, good. There it is. DVD. Ew. Yeah, so we definitely have drawn Garfield before, but I don't think Garfield's ever been drawn during the color part of a stream. He's been drawn a few times before, but I think it's been like earlier on. So but we definitely got all of our famous cats in here today.
There's one that I should have suggested during black and white because it would have been fine, but Hello Kitty. It's an easy one.
You know what? That is a pretty famous cat that has been neglected so far.
That is like the #1 intellectual property in the world.
It's amazing. Astonishing.
Absolutely incredible.
That is a way of life in Japan.
Yeah, really, it is. What were we talking about before? Making the time for stuff. What else? I forget.
Making the time. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Playing video games. Because, yeah, I haven't really been playing anything. The last game I started up was Final Fantasy Mystic Quest on Super Nintendo.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's one of those games that I wanted to go through again and play. I played it as a kid, but I was like, let's do it again. And
Teddy, if you're on the West Coast there, you might need to refresh your eyes, cleanse them out with some hot water, wash your face off, because if you read the screen, you can see that the theme this week is cats, as suggested by Valerie. Voltron doesn't constitute as anything even remotely close to cats.
Isn't it made out of cats?
It's nothing. Nope.
Are you sure?
Nope.
Am I making that up? I thought it was made out of like cats.
Nope. It's not. Nope.
Like
I'm
lions
not,
that come together?
No, no, you know.
All right.
Voltron's made of robot lions. Can we get a ban for funny figs in the chat, please?
That's what about Ray. I thought that. I'm sick of hearing about it.
You see here? Do you see this? Hear the police in the background? They're coming after you, Ray.
They might be coming after you.
They're not coming after me.
This is all right. You've got your moment. Use your life-size Brian decoy with the same voice as you and distract them. Hello, officers.
The cops hang out outside of my office all the time late at night. This is like a secluded little area close to downtown that just fly right out.
I am looking forward to this Boston trip. I mean, I've already said that I'm really hoping for a really good show, but I'm looking forward to like working the whole event with you and, hanging out for dinner and stuff in the end of the day and stuff like that.
That's interesting because I don't want to be around you.
Well, then that's going to be really awkward.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. All right. Well, that was good, I guess. I guess we'll see you later.
Kevin, when I'm at shows, I'm all business, man. There's no fun.
Yeah, there you go. See, you're a lion bot hater. That's what you are. You were pretty definitive. Like, I think there's lions. I think lions are.
Can we get a ban for Larry in the chat, please?
Just go around and ban all the people that prove you wrong.
That's how you know you're a content creator. You're an official businessman. When you get rid of anyone that disagrees with you.
When you eliminate all your political opponents via cancellation.
I mean,
let's see. I'm gonna have to shrink Garfield because his feet are pretty big, actually. Yeah, see, Teddy knows. Voltron is just 5 robot lions, and lions are cats.
Teddy, I'm sick of hearing from you. All right, just calm down.
Brian needs to take a break. He needs what's that candy when you need to take a break? Kit Kat?
Snickers.
Are you hungry?
Actually not right now, no. I had a nice breakfast sandwich from Dunkin' using the gift card that I got from the O'Hanlons.
Oh yeah, you still got money on that?
Just enough for like if I wanted to get the sandwich and the blah blah blah, like all that, I can get like one more shot out of it. Otherwise, I can get a couple coffees out of it.
And then it's donezo.
It's donezo.
Until Quarantine Cast Delta version.
The Delta episodes.
I don't think things are going to go back into full lockdown. I think there'll be tons of restrictions everywhere, but I don't think things are going to go back.
No, I mean, I don't believe so either. I think people are done with the idea of a lockdown, and the lockdown I think it was warranted considering we didn't know what was going on in the first couple months. But like at this rate, people are not having it.
And to like, just give Brian a hug. Or like, once you've lived through it for a year and a half, and then to go back to like, freedom, quote unquote freedom, and then say, all right, go back inside again. That's like asking for that's like a volatile situation in the making. Like, oh no. Oh, okay. I mean, if it absolutely has to, it absolutely has to. It's fine. I get it.
No, but even then, if it's going to go back into full lockdown, people are not going to take it as seriously as they did. And there's going to be people who have all sorts of exceptions, and it's not going to be a true full lockdown, so it's not going to matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it were during the winter time, I think that would help. But like a January situation after the holiday, if it not to say that you can plan for things like that, but if it were during a different time of year than summer, then no.
When would you like to plan for our next global pandemic outbreak? If we could just get that in the November time frame, that'd be swell.
No, it's got to be after Christmas, like January 5th,
Here, pencil that in. There you go, Kit Kat. You need a break. Big Kit Kat. Nice to see you, Teddy. It's been a little while. How you been? Been a little bit. Always nice to see people pop back in.
Finally, peace and quiet again, TT. I wish it was peace and quiet when for people like me, there was never, ever, ever, ever any downtime with the pandemic. It was like double, triple time because everyone's inside now.
Yep. Yeah, everybody that was just still working definitely just worked twice as hard.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Yep.
Not everybody was singing karaoke in their mansions.
Right. Eli, people are going to watch my birthday stream no matter what, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday. It's my birthday. Get a little Grandmaster action. I didn't realize that. I'm not like a huge expert in terms of like Marvel knowledge, but I had no idea that the Grandmaster and the Collector are brothers. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I was like, whoa, that's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a huge deal. All right, there's our Garfield. Yeah, I'm like out of space. What do we got? Oh, we still have like a lot of time. Somebody's got a case of the Mondays. It's actually Friday. Let's see. Nick says I never had downtime, but at least I got to continue to work from home. That's good. Oh yeah, we need to do the Hello Kitty because we talked about how that's like the big thing.
Yeah, that's a quick
Hello
one.
Kitty. Yep. Where will you go though? That's the question. Let's put Heathcliff next to Garfield. Let's shrink Heathcliff. That's like basically the same cat. They're like cousins. And then let's move this cat, this fancy cat, over here.
I won't be this guy going forward, but for those who are a part of the brick building realm, they are releasing new information about the new Star Wars game at 2 p.m. Eastern that's been in development, heck, for 16,000 years. So there you go, everyone. Announcement there.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
For Minecraft?
No. The Star Wars Lego game that's been going on for literally 7 years, whatever it's been. They're doing more info on it at Opening Night Live Gamescom. So
you said Realm, and I was thinking Minecraft. So I was like,
oh well, yeah. I don't like saying Lego community because we're not all one big community that's all happy together. You know what I mean?
it's not all happy together.
No.
All right, I got you. You know what? Just to get Nick's attention for Star Wars, there was a Star Wars. I think it was a game that I was really looking forward to, and then it just never happened because they canceled it. But it was like, what was it, like 1313 or something like that.
Yeah,
and it was like based on like the undergrounds of Coruscant. Like, oh, that looks awesome.
It was too good. They had to cancel it.
It was too good. We couldn't take it. We could not take it.
Yep, pretty much.
That was a shame. The trailer looked awesome.
Yep.
No for you.
What do you mean? It's the most positive community on the internet. My community is the most positive community on the internet. Example, the Jackbox party games that I had people participate in where I berated my audience for not being funny for 70% of the time.
I listened to that when I was washing dishes the other night.
Man, that was a time.
It was. Some people were pretty good at it. Some people were not good at all at it.
Some people were literally putting one-letter answers because they could not fathom how unfunny they were.
That those are too big of hands. There was something that was like, "What do you name a bird?" and the answer was bird or something. And I was like, "Oh boy!" I was like, "Okay, that's where we're going." And hey, Ark, I appreciate you bouncing back and forth between Twitch and YouTube. Means a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Listen, Bubba Laveau, it doesn't. Okay, you got to work with what you got. All right, family. One person put just J as an answer. Like, really? So one of the and Bubba Laveau, you know how to work with the prompts here. So I don't know if you were there for it, Kevin, but one of the quiplashes was your mom is like a superhero for a city. What is her calling card or something?
I do not remember that.
And I forget what one person put, but then Bubba Laveau put like a pile of dirty laundry as like the calling card for a mom. It's like, oh,
there it is.
Right. So like, that's like, you can be funny or witty with it, but and still keeping it family friendly instead of putting what's a different name for birds that exist in the desert? Birds.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember like going, oh, okay. That's what we're doing.
Oh yeah, Brandino put in dinner. What's the calling card for like moms as a superhero? Dinner or a pile of dirty laundry? Like not even like a sink full of right. See, you can put like different answers that are not lame answers.
I appreciate the double view, Ark. I appreciate that. And hello, Sean. I don't think I said hello to you. Hello. Sink full of dishes. Goodness. In my household, that's my calling card. I was thinking the other day too. I was like, how much of my life have I spent washing dishes? It's like one of those things where like you think about how many hours of your life or how many years of your life you spent in traffic, Yeah. It's like, oh, I probably don't want to know this. We also had I'm sorry. I was gonna say we also had another one of our awesome little basement flooding yesterday morning. That was fun.
Oh, nice.
It only happens when it rains really, really heavy and quickly because it like overwhelms the like basement door, and so then it just floods. It just comes down. It doesn't happen that often. It happens usually once to twice a year, and so that was the second for the year. But it hit at like the worst time. Because my wife had to take my older son to work. And so it was me and my 7-year-old. I was like the only functional adult as the basement was flooding. Last time it flooded was when Joey was here. So it was me and Joey, my wife, and my 20-year-old son all trying to clean the basement from overwhelmingly flooding. This time it was just me. So it's like, oh no. Like I ran upstairs and grabbed like all the towels again, and the mop and a bucket, and I came down and like I threw the towel down. It was just like full of water. I was like, well, okay. I got it under control. I had to get the shop vac out. It was awful.
Yeah.
Ugh. But I saved it. The water didn't get to anything. Just my nerves. Sand sighting. How are you? Welcome. Cats. Yes, that's what we're drawing. This is probably the last. Yeah, this is the last one.
For sure.
Look how fitting. How fitting
right.
to do the world's most well-known brand.
As we are wrapping up, I'll remind everyone that in just 5 hours from now, we'll be doing the Doodle stream on my Twitch channel, benefiting Stand Up to Cancer, with a bunch of different drawings, either suggestions from the chat, a couple of prompts that we have prepared. But if you donate $5 or more, you get a speed doodle of your choosing from Kevin. Make sure you tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/BricksO'Brien.
It'll be a good time. And it's benefiting a good cause. I'm happy to be a part of it.
Well, thank you, sir.
And a yellow nose. If you were to ask me from memory if Hello Kitty had a yellow nose, I would not have thought that was real. Yeah, all these images, yellow nose. I thought it would have been like a pink nose or something. That's weird.
Well, it's 6 hours from now. You're right, Eli. Sorry, 6 hours. Yep.
Get your timing right.
Teddy, the theme on that stream is anything, so long as you are supporting charity with your donations.
Yep. So we have some prompts for a Pictionary style in case there's no donations or anything's flowing through, but the donations puts that on pause. Which is fine. So if there's nothing happening in terms of donations, then it'll be Pictionary style where you have to guess what I'm drawing, which is what we did last time, which is a lot of fun. I need to do another one of those on mine. I need to do a special Pictionary thing, something different.
Yeah.
Like a, I don't know, a quarterly thing or something. I'll figure it out. Whatever. There's Hello Kitty. Look, there's a lot of cats on here.
You did a lot today.
Let me turn off this comment. Where did you go? There you go. Yeah. As always, you guys did not disappoint with the suggestions. That is for sure. I can always count on some great suggestions for the theme, whatever it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. That's pretty high. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I hope you're happy, Valerie. Yay, cats. Look at all these cats.
There's not a bad one in here.
Oh, well, I'll take that compliment any day of the week. So yes, there are all of our cats. Let's take a tour before we wrap up for today. Yeah, see you later, Akil. Thanks for being here. So we started off. So, okay, once again, today is cats is the theme as suggested by Valerie. Valerie's one of my awesome patrons. So for the last couple months now, I have been inviting my patrons to make a suggestion for an entire theme of this show. So if you are a patron, you still haven't done that, it's okay. Just head on to Patreon and find the thread. You have to scroll back a little bit because now it's 3 or 4 months ago when I did it. But put a comment in there and we'll do that for a future show. So she picked cats. And as a warm-up before I went live, I drew this. This is her newest kitten. Let me see if I can get the name real quick. She told me what it was, and then I forgot. The name is Bayou. Yeah, Louisiana. Yeah. So that's hers. That's her newest kitten. We've got this really, really fancy cat from an anime. I don't also remember the name of this, but it's from a movie. Surely you remember. We've got the cat from Kiki's Delivery Service and Felix the cat. What's up, Charlie? Bluegrass Bricks. Hello. Here is Bob. Look at this. Maybe it's a bear, and I don't remember. I'll get it and put it on the thing when I post it. Here's Heathcliff. Here's Garfield. This is a giant Pokemon from Sun that Brian didn't know how to spell.
Solgaleo.
Solgaleo. We've got Catwoman from the Batman film down there. Here is Battle Cat from HeMan. Sus. Very sus. We've got, this is a cat from Magic the Gathering. Super buff lion cat, armored up. Here is the Flurkin. There's the cat right there. Flurkin from Marvel, Captain Marvel. Mike Myers as the cat in the hat. It's kind of weird that these two are next to each other over here. We've got Taylor Swift's character from the Cats musical / movie musical. That Battle Cat is Tony Stark level. What? Here's Cat Dog. Is that everybody? Yeah. This is not a bad. What is Nick?
No, not at all.
Nick, what's wrong with you? You trying to get a response? You poking? All right. It's fine. It's all right. It's all right. You can draw your own cat. Okay, so here's this cat. The magic cat might be my favorite other than Bayou yet. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you that's the cursed cat section. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you for your continued patronage and for getting this suggestion. So yes, another reminder, the website is totally updated. My store, that is Kevin A. Hinkle. There we go. KevinAHinkle.com/shop. In case you are not familiar, this is the only place you can go to purchase my artwork now. So if you had my Etsy store bookmarked, you might want to update that with my site. So KevinAHinkle.com/shop. I've got brand new large prints. I've got brand new small prints. I've got original artwork on there. And of course, lots and lots and lots of stickers are on there. So check that out. If you have any questions or something seems weird or odd or off on the website, please tell me because it's all handmade with love, but it's not as easy as just throwing stuff up on the Etsy store. So there's a little bit of issues there. But yes, unless you're Nick and then you're banned from the store. And don't forget tonight that we will have the crossover special over on Brian's channel. I'll bring that up too. I should have had that open. Here we go. So we've got crossover special tonight. So if you were like, oh, that was really fun, I wish I had even more doodles, then you can head over to Brian's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BricksO'Brien this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, where we'll be here for round 2. And we'll also be collecting donations to benefit Stand Up to Cancer. So there is a wonderful, wonderful charity aspect to the crossover special tonight. Anything else about that I'm missing, Brian?
No, that's going to be it. We have a kind of a cap on the $10, rather the $50 donations, because those can be up to a 10-minute doodle. So a lot of it's going to be figuring out how many people are going to donate what and what they ask for drawing. I'm going to have a spreadsheet out because I'm not drawing. I'm just looking at chat and I'm going to be collecting that. So it's going to be a very fun time. Any support is appreciated. We are so close to our $1,000 goal. So come by and participate at 7 p.m. tonight.
Nice. It'll be good. It'll be a good time. This is the second time we've done this. So it was a rousing success last time. So it should be good. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Anytime you're here, I always appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed on YouTube, please hit the sub button. As mentioned earlier, I'm only 30 away from 1,000. So it'd be really nice to finally hit that goal after 3 years of grinding on YouTube. It'd be really nice to finally hit 1,000. So please hit the sub button. Have all your friends, family, burner accounts, all those folks hit the sub button. Hit the likes, hit the hearts, hit the thumbs up. Anything I need to help validate my career as an artist. If you're watching on Twitch or Facebook, you can follow me there as well. If you enjoyed the show, just let me know. That's all I ask for. That's all us artists ever want, is to share our work, maybe make money and feed kids, but get that sweet validation through your comments and your interaction with the stuff that we share and we post. The Doodle Stream airs every Friday morning from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern, unless otherwise stated across social media. Next week will be the multiplayer episode, which I will have Isabel on the show with me. So we'll get that put up in a couple days so you can see what the theme is. everybody, enjoy your Friday. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you tonight for round 2 over on Brian's channel. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week, next Friday for the next show. See you later.